Well, salutations, good morning, good afternoon, and or good evening, wherever you may find yourself orientated within this universe, and welcome back to another broadcast. We are Ultrasonic Blur. We hope that you find yourselves well, and if not, we hope whatever is ailing you is easily fixable, and if not, well, then we hope we can offer some entertainment in these more trying times. Isn't that right, Biscoff? Hey? Isn't that right? Oh, you was doing a fun little bit of chewing up your destruction. You was doing all your destruction, and you stopped, because I looked at you? Should I not looked at you? I thought you wanted attention. No, just gonna chew up some cardboard. Well, at least we know you ain't got dental problems. Don't eat the cardboard though. That's a good girl. That's it. Rip and tear, but don't eat. Good girl. Yeah, it's a fun one she's doing. She's a little bit, I think the weather's getting just a little bit hotter and things. She's not eating as much. She's just scaring the fuck out of us, but that's also because we've had the bunnies. It's like, if they don't eat, they'll die! So just keeping an eye on her, making sure she's doing alright, and everything, and if and or when any issues arise with her, we'll go and deal with those. But, speaking of things arising and dealing with those, we have some Professor Layton versus Ace Attorney to get on with, don't we? Hang on, I've got to fix up everything and check everything and make everything work the way it works, and it's doing it all the normal stuff, and new OBS, you're a bastard. New OBS, where are you? You're there, and then fuck, did I fucking closed it. I'm stupid, but that's okay. Hopefully this works. You're gonna work nicely. I mean, that's gonna work nicely, but I also now need this. And hopefully this is going to work nicely. Oh, it's going to be a dick. Are you going to be a dick? Hang on. No, you're not going to be a dick. You're just going to take a moment to find it. I always get fucking terrified whenever that happens. Just because of the amount of stuff we've had with games being like, actually, no, we're not going to show up ever. Which is, stresses us the hell out every single time. It's like, okay, what precarious balance do I need to put this game in? Thankfully, some of the times it's not too bad. Other times it's a nightmare. But hey, here we are. So where were we up to? We were in the Eldritch Woods, if I remember correctly, as was Barnum, which was interesting enough. We'll figure out what the hell the rest of that ends up coming out with and things as we continue on into the story. It feels weird that we've been here for 22 and a bit hours, but we have, and that's all that, all we really can say on that matter. But we'll load on in, keep going there. And here's a rough recap of what happened last time. See, why do I bother? The game will do it for me. The Shades managed to break down the door. The room itself looked as if a violent struggle had taken place. Whatever could have happened here? We do not know now. We do know that the now missing Great Witch was supposed to have been meeting with a guest of sorts. Quite the conundrum indeed. Well then, let us endeavour to clear up this mystery, shall we, Miss Fay? Yes, there we go. I wasn't 100% certain if this was Layton doing the talking there or not. But it turns out it was. And that's all that matters. Alright then. And now we move on here to Chapter 6. Secrets of the Underground. We did check as well. We think it's like 9 chapters and an epilogue. So hopefully this is Chapter 6, then we'll do Chapter 7, then 8, then 9. So we've got like 3 more after this, which would be quite nice. But the other, you know, we were wondering like how long this is going to take, where we're going to be with this kind of stuff. It should be all good.
Who would have thought something like this would exist underground?
Yes, I vaguely remember this.
This place is totally different from Labyrinthia.
Well, it seems that way,
like
but
something straight out of a history book.
well, Layton's right at home in some ancient civilization's ruins, I'm sure. Ah, yes.
A long-forgotten remnant of the past.
But why are there still fires lit?
Come on, Professor. Let's go explore this place.
Well, I am an archaeologist after all.
Which is our utmost priority, Miss Fay.
Well, we can do both.
Okay. In that case, let's hurry up and catch her so we can do some serious exploration of these ruins.
I do like how Maya's got this sort of, like with Phoenix, it's like the cool uncle who she kind of negs and gets away with things. With the professor, it's like, it's the parent. It's a very funny situation.
Archaic ruins are my speciality, after all.
Really?
Oh yeah. I almost forgot you're an archaeologist, Professor.
Ah,
Now then,
yes.
shall we begin our search?
Okay. I'm assuming our final... Yes! The final one. What is this new mystery? Ruins in the forest. Lying at the end of the secret passage leading from the mansion were some underground ruins lit by pools of water. What is the purpose of these ruins lying deep within the forest? As an archaeologist, I have to wonder why a huge underground space such as this was constructed. I'm sure you do, Professor. And yet... we still have more mysteries. Oh, but first, I have some hint coins to find. There's number 1, there's number 2, because of course it's always in the sconce, or... well, no, this isn't a sconce, is it? Because sconce is the one that's on the wall. Okay. Anything? Would it build such a waterway? I don't know. What I do know is that that's assumingly the way out of there. No, nothing there. No, nothing up there. The end of the doorway? Well, there's a thing there, so let's have a look at the very least. This door won't budge. It looks like it needs a key to open. I bet you the Great Witch is on the other side of this door. Yes, that is a possibility. However, there is still another room nearby that we have yet to explore. Okay, Professor. You should go check out that other room first, then. No. Okay, I guess we're gonna go over here then. Game's like, no. Go to the small door to the right. Here's the obvious way you're supposed to go, but that's too important to do right now. Let us go the other way. Could have just said that the door was locked. Okay. Well, first things first. Okay, I can't go back. Oh, I can go. No, that's not where I wanted to go. Hang on. Let's go back in here. Tell me it's not 3. You motherfucker. Of course it's 3. Right. Ah, there it is. Oh, thank fuck for that. Okay, it was right there. I'm fine. Everything's good. Let's move on then. I wonder what this room is. There are stone statues everywhere. Say, Professor, is it me or do these statues look really sad? Oh, let's see. We've got one covering their ears, one covering their heart. I can't see what the other one's doing. I agree. There is a certain air of sadness to them. They almost seem to be in pain. Ugh, giving me the chills. Oh, come on, Professor! I know being creeped out by statues seems kind of silly, but you don't have to laugh at me. No, Miss Fey, that was not me. So glad you could finally make it, Professor Herschel Layton. Just look up! Look up! As I thought, it was you that led us here. Tell us, what secret lies within these ruins? Now, I think you're capable of journeying to the beginning and finding out the truth all on your own. The beginning? Have you ever wondered why the storyteller started writing the story in the first place? More importantly, why does he continue to write it? The answers to those questions are located within these very ruins. If that is true, then might I ask why are you sharing this information with us? Simple. I want you to get closer to the truth. I'm afraid you'll have to work out the rest for yourselves, but I'm sure that's child's play for a gentleman of your caliber. What exactly are you plotting? When the light of the truth shines upon the hidden darkness of the first story, the legendary figure will rise. The Great Witch Bezella. Oh. Huh? But you're Bezella, aren't you? Me, Bezella. I hate to disappoint you, but you've got the wrong person. Yeah, but the Shades were calling you the Great Witch! Ah, yes, they did indeed call me by such a name. However, that was for an entirely different reason. I'm afraid she is correct, Miss Fay. This person is not Bezella. Huh? The real Bezella would never expose herself so freely. It would place her in far too much danger. It would be tantamount to turning herself in. Also, there was something very strange about those shades in the forest. Strange? One must wonder why they would consider her the Great Witch when there is no magic present here. Ah, that's true. So much has happened so far, but none of it was related to any magic. And we met in the Eldritch Woods, and even now, you had something you wanted us to find. If you were truly Bezella, there would be no reason for you to lead us along there would be no reason to lead us along in such a manner. That is correct. I am not Bezella. Rather, I actually wish to meet with Bezella. And that moment will soon come to pass. The truth lies with your cute new friend. Until we meet again. Oh? Please wait! We're not finished yet! I can't hear her voice anymore. I think she's gone. It would appear so. That witch wasn't Bezella after all, huh? It would seem our great witch has been demoted to a mere witch. Oh man, I thought we finally managed to catch Bezella. Remember what she said, Miss Fay. When we find the truth, we will find Bezella. Say, Professor, when we do find the real Bezella, do you think this will finally be over? I mean, everything? The witch trials, that fake fire pit. Do you think they'll all finally come to an end? I do, yes. Bezella is at the root of all disaster in Labyrinthia. If we catch her, then everything should come to an end. And we know what we've got to do! Let's go, Professor! Maybe there's a clue or two around in these ruins somewhere. Of course. We cannot afford to stop just yet. Let us move on, Miss Fay. Huh? I wonder what that sparkly thing was just now. Oh, something seems to have fallen. And it appears to be a key. You think the witch dropped it? Judging by the patterns on this key, it would appear to have some sort of connection to these ruins. Yeah, it definitely does. Remember that huge door back near the entrance? I bet it's related to that door. My spirit medium's instinct is never wrong. Spirit medium's instincts, you say? Well then, let us head back to check. Yeah, but that witch must be pretty absent-minded to just drop her key like that. That's something that Nick would do. I'm not sure that's entirely the case. Perhaps she intended to drop it here. Really? But why would she do that? So we can continue to move deeper inside the ruins, naturally. Oh, you mean she's trying to lead us to this beginning? Yes, precisely. Boy, she really wants us to find this truth, huh? Whatever it may be. We could not have asked for a better clue, even if there is an ulterior motive behind it. If it is the truth she would like us to find, then we must be prepared to face it. All right, hold on to your hat, Professor. Because the Order of the English Gentleman and Feisty Spirit Medium is coming through! A most ambitious title if there ever was one. Let us head to the entrance, Miss Fay. Okay, I now have a key. Well, that sure certainly seems useful. Okay, so the witch you saw before is not the Great Witch, but a regular witch. The witch is in London. The witch that captured Ispella in London and who turned the Professor into gold is the Great Witch who leads the Shades in the Eldritch Woods. In the Eldritch Woods. This so-called Great Witch was not, in fact, Bezella. I feel as if she is trying to nudge me into ascertaining something. Well, maybe she is. Oh. Right. Mr. Wright! We made it outside! The coast looks clear! Ow. Oh, sheesh, my back is killing me.
I think that elderly woman has left for a break now. To be honest, I was a little nervous there for a second.
By the way, where are we? Isabella, do you know?
No, I've never seen this place before. There isn't a forest like this anywhere in Labyrinthia.
You must have travelled quite a distance.
Did you guys see that just now?
Huh?
See what? Oh, got the shades. Gotta get the voice ready for him again.
My, I wonder who that is. That's quite an odd outfit they have on.
Right then, how about I go over and ask where we are?
Wait, are you serious? But, I mean, they're wearing such weird outfits.
Now, Mr. Wright, you mustn't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, I guess. Though the cover is designed to be judged. I mean, I hate that fucking expression. You can't judge a book by its cover. The entire point of a cover of a book is to judge and gauge interest. It is to pique your curiosity. It is to give you an insight into what the hell's going on with it. It is designed to be presented. You can't judge it solely by its cover, but it is the thing designed for your first impression. Oh, it's a stupid phrase, but anyway.
Excuse me, could you perhaps tell us where we are?
This is Eldritch Woods, an outside world that exists away from the story, an empty world. A world with no official existence, a world unwritten in the annals of history.
An outside world?
Eldritch Woods?
All who dwell in these woods live as shades, each bound to their tasks.
What do you mean by their tasks?
Could it be? Are you new recruits? Why haven't you attended the Great Witch's orientation ritual?
The Great Witch?
Can't help but feel like he's giving us the most disapproving of looks right now.
You must see her right away. We exist to carry out our tasks, nothing more.
Hey, wait! He's gone. Well, that was strange.
Could that have been...
Do you know about what that was? Do you know what that was about, Isabella?
There is a fairy tale that is often told to the children in Labyrinthia.
What kind of fairy tale is that?
It's a story about a secret forest where the souls of witches sentenced to burn in the flames wander around.
A secret forest?
Those souls cannot be seen by the living, and they say anyone who is able to see them is possessed by the evil spirit.
A forest of wandering souls?
Maybe this is the forest mentioned in that story.
But, I mean, that's just a kid's fairy tale, right?
If that story is true, does that mean the people we just spoke to were a witch's spirit?
No way. Wait, hold on. Remember how we got here? We came through that cage in the fire pit all the way down here. Which means... I think there's a very good chance that witches are connected to this forest. And if I'm right, that means a certain someone must be here somewhere. We're coming for you, Maya.
We should go check out the forest then, Mr. Wright. Isabella, I hope you're ready. Mr. Wright, Isabella, I hope you're ready.
Yes. Maybe we'll find clues as to Maya's whereabouts.
Yeah!
Alright, guys. Let's get going already. Our first stop is that creepy-looking haunted house up ahead.
Mr. Wright, why did you say it like that?
I don't know, I wanted to sound reassuring and I had to describe the place.
What did I just say about judging a book by its cover?
Yeah, I get it, but...
well, it's no use.
What is this place?
It looks like a workshop of some sorts. I wonder what's being mixed inside those cauldrons.
Well, maybe it's a witch's potion?
Hey, do you smell that? Do you think it's coming from the liquid inside? I feel... it's a smelly smell. A smelly smell that smells... smelly. I've smelled this smell before.
Luke, I don't think it's a good idea to breathe in too much of this scent. That's probably why all those people are wearing masks.
Well, oh, shit. I'm gonna trip balls, aren't I? Do you think they could be wearing gas masks?
So this room could possibly be a little more than hazardous to our health, huh? I think we'd better move on for now. I think my sinuses are stuffy. Oh. Let's get out of here.
Mr. Wright, look! There's another door on the other side of the room. And it looks like there's no toxic gas there.
I don't know if I'd call it toxic just yet. Anyway, we'll need to proceed with our search, so let's go. Alright. Here we go.
Is that blood? The room is covered with it. What could have happened here?
Oh, no, wait, hold on. This doesn't seem to be blood. Look. Yeah. Doesn't taste like blood at all.
Mr. Wright, why do you know what blood tastes like?
What? You gotta know when you're investigating things. It's, you know, crime scene analysis.
You taste blood in America?
Yeah, it's pretty common, but... no. It's not usually like this. Definitely not blood. There's... yeah, you smell that? It smells like that liquid they're making in the room back there. So much of the no toxic gas in here, huh, Luke?
Well, I was only making a prediction based on the fact that no one was in there. You know, now that you've mentioned it, I think this is that liquid.
Oh, thank goodness. So that probably means no one was hurt here, right? I guess not. Still, something clearly happened here.
Huh? Mr. Wright, Isabella, look over there. Is that a secret passage behind the chandelier?
Hey, good eye, Luke. I wonder where it leads.
It looks pitch black in there, so, should we go inside?
Of course. We're on an investigation, aren't we?
Right.
What's this? Luke, are you scared?
Oh, you've got it all wrong. I'm perfectly fine in the dark. No problems at all. Right then, I'll be right behind you, Mr. Wright.
Yep, he's scared. I'll be right behind you as well, Mr. Wright. You're scared too, huh, Isabella? Thanks, guys. Who do I get to walk behind then?
I mean, you can always walk backwards, Mr. Wright.
Yeah, real great. Alright, well, in we go.
Where do we get the boat to get in here?
Wow. Who'd have thought there'd be some ancient underground ruins here? Wow, this place is amazing, isn't it? Look at those large pillars and that stream of water. Everything here looks so old. I've never seen anything quite like it. And you say this kind of place is called a ruin, is it? Oh yeah, I guess you don't really have any ancient ruins like this within Labyrinthia, huh? Ancient ruins? Something wrong, Luke?
It's just...
This reminds me of the professor. If he were here, he could tell us anything we wanted to know about these ruins. Oh, that's right. The professor was an archaeologist. Yeah. Sometimes I can almost hear the professor's kind words calling out. Even now, I can almost hear his voice. Professor. Me too. I can almost hear the professor's voice. And Maya's too. I think I hear them as well. Come to think of it, it really is like we can actually hear them. What? Now then, let's check over this side. Professor, over here.
Those voices just now! It has to be!
Yeah, there's no mistaking it. What are you doing here?
Professor, it's really you! I thought you'd never come back! Even though teams I believe the spell could be broken somehow, the necessity wasn't sure it was possible!
I'm so sorry, my boy. I've caused you quite a bit of worry.
Professor, you're alright! Professor, what about Maya? I thought I heard her voice too.
Ah, yes. Not to worry, Mr. Wright. Rest assured, Miss Fay is just...
Yo, Nick! Hey, Nick!
Maya! Am I dreaming? Is it really you?
Yup.
The professor and I are as real can be. You have no idea how relieved I am. Really. I've never been so happy to see you. I'm really sorry, Nick. You must have been worried sick. It's just, well, I wanted to do something to help Espella, you know? No, it's not your fault, Maya. It's mine. Only I'd helped you sooner, then none of this would have happened. And you wouldn't have been dropped into that pit of fire. I thought I'd never see you again, Nick. I'm really sorry.
Come now. Everyone here did the best that they could. That is what enabled us to power through the hardship and reunite.
Aww, that's a nice scene. See, that's the thing with the gut punches, it'll get you twice. When you do the separation, you get the pain and suffering of losing someone, and then you get the pain and joy of reuniting and the tears that way. It's a cheeky 1-2 punch that gets to sit for one, and then you get the second one right after you get over the first.
That is what I believe.
Yeah, you're right, Professor.
Right you are, Professor.
Good old Professor Layton logic. Logic so good, it'll leave you good as gold. Right, Professor?
Indeed, Miss Fay. Indeed, Miss Fay.
I'm so glad you're all okay. Maya, are you hurt? Are you suffering from any burns? And Professor, has your arm been properly reattached to your body?
We're quite all right, Espella, I assure you. You may rest easy.
Yeah, look, we're perfectly fine. Oh, thank goodness. Espella.
Phew, Espella looks super relieved. We're entirely unharmed, Espella. Please, dry your tears.
Look what you started, Nick. Everyone's got all sappy and now you made Espella cry.
Mr. Wright, a gentleman must never ever make a lady cry.
Why is this my fault? Thank you, everyone.
Mr. Wright, you kept those two safe and out of harm's way. For that, you have my utmost gratitude.
No problem, Professor. I honestly couldn't have done it on my own. Luke and Espella really helped me when I needed it most. Likewise, I should be thanking you for keeping Maya safe. So thank you so much.
Not at all, Mr. Wright. After all, it is a gentleman's duty to help a lady in need.
Nick, you should really learn to be a proper gentleman like the Professor here. Huh? Well, I'm not too sure I'd be able to pull off the whole top hat look for one, but...
Mr. Wright, it is an honor to once again team up with you. No matter what challenges may lie in our way, with your help I am certain we can overcome them. Let us go forth and solve the mystery that is Labyrinthia, shall we?
Absolutely. We'll fight for Espella until the very end. Professor, I'm looking forward to working with you and putting an end to this mystery once and for all.
It will be my pleasure, Mr. Wright. I'm sure it will.
All right. Now what, though? I see. So that is what happened to Miss Kira. Yeah, that's why I think there's more to the witch trials than meets the eye. Aha! So you figured out there was something fishy with that fire pit. A patented Nick investigation method. Dive headfirst into a pit and figure out if it's not really a pit after all. Proven and tested. Boy, thanks. She's not far off from accurate, though. Anyway, that was how we ended up here. So, what about that great witch you said you ran into?
We still do not know much about her. However, it seems she was the one responsible for leading us here. She also told us of a place containing many secrets regarding the storyteller's story, the place she refers to as the beginning.
The beginning? You're saying my father's secrets are hidden there?
As I suspected, you have never heard of this place, correct?
That's right. This is the first time I've ever seen these ruins. I think everything will be made clear when we get there. Labyrinthia, even the Great Witch.
It is as the Great Witch said it would be.
It's a bit scary, to be honest. Huh? I feel as if getting to the bottom of all this and exposing Labyrinthia's secrets will change everything. Knowing my father's secrets. Espella. I think the old me would be absolutely terrified right now. She probably couldn't even go on. But I must stay strong. I must know the truth. I've been so blind to the truth this entire time. Because of you all, I'm finally able to see the world for what it really is. That's why I want to go along with you. Aww.
We're all in this together.
Woo! Get ready, Espella. This is gonna be an adventure you'll never forget. Okay, Maya.
I believe that large door on the other side of the room shall lead us further inside.
In that case,
We should investigate immediately, right, Professor?
Yes, that's right. I must say, I have not seen you so excited in quite a while, my boy.
Really? That's because he's just itching to get to solving some puzzles with you, Professor.
Haha, then we should not delay. Let's investigate that large gate ahead.
Alright, over we go. And now the party's all reunited, we can do that.
Huh? That's weird. There's no handle. It doesn't look like we'll be able to pull or push it open.
Why would you not be able to push it open if there's no handle? You don't need a handle to push it open. Oh, look! It looks like there's a keyhole. But we don't have a key. Nick, what would you do without me? Zavari! The professor and I found this back in the side room over there.
It appears this key belongs to this door.
Now watch as Maya the Magnificent works her magic and opens the door. Please hold your applause till... Take that! Huh?
What seems to be the matter, Miss Faye?
What gives? This key won't work. Maybe it's a fake. I like how your first instinct is to think the key is fake instead of just belongs to another door.
Let us not hastily jump to any conclusions. Look closely here. It appears this key is part of a puzzle.
Right, a puzzle, you say?
It would seem our progression will not be as easy as we thought.
Alright then, if it's a puzzle that needs solving, that's your cue, Professor.
Not quite, Mr. Wright.
This puzzle requires your particular expertise. Wait, me?
Your unique way of thinking may be crucial to finding the solution. Do not worry, you will do fine. Remember, you have seen many different kinds of puzzles during our time here in Labyrinthia. I believe you are now well prepared for tackling any number of puzzles that may come your way. I'm not exactly sure that's true, but if there are any contradictions in this puzzle, I'll do my very best to point them out. Ah. Yo! That's so sweet. Objectionable lock, puzzle number 50. 50 Picarats. There appears to be an intricate keyhole in the middle of this massive door. The inscription on the door reads, "The key is preceding is in the key." If you recall, Maya tried unlocking the door with the key, but it wouldn't turn. Strange indeed, so try using the key from different angles. Alright, touch any side, slide it in, and go from there. However, it does not seem as if solving this puzzle will be as simple as inside the door. Okay. Okay, well the first obvious trick to try is to turn it this way. But let's try inserting the key. Doesn't seem to work from this angle. Alright, but does it work from this angle? What about this way?
The key just won't turn. It gets stuck halfway through.
It's like Maya said, there must be some special way of unlocking it. You just need to flip your way of thinking, that's all. Could be that we just need to flip the key too. That's it, Maya. The key is how you hold the key. Let's give it another shot. Alright, well, let's try again.
Huh? We're still not working? But we've tried everything. It just won't open.
There must be some other way the key fits into the keyhole. Perhaps it would be wise to reevaluate our way of thinking. Boy, this is like the puzzles to end all puzzles.
Come on, Nick, quit your whining.
Where's that Ace Attorney spirit? Who's whining? Anyway, maybe we should try a little courtroom thinking on this one.
Hold it!
Ah! So the problem is that we haven't been able to figure out what we have to do past this point. Have you spotted something, Mr. Wright? Yeah, you could say that. I think we've been thinking about this all wrong. That's why we haven't been able to see the true nature of this puzzle. Excellent, Mr. Wright. Let's clear our heads and give it another go, shall we? The key to proceeding is in the key. This must have something to do with the true nature of the key itself. Okay, the key is in using the key is in the keyhole, the key is in the key itself. The key is the key itself. Alright. No, we won't solve this puzzle later.
Objection!
Oh yeah. The true nature of this puzzle lies in the very key itself. Look. Take a closer look at the key. Notice the small gaps all around? We just have to move this and... there! The key to the key! So what do we do now, Professor? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Indeed, these pieces appear to fit into something. It is a puzzle within a puzzle.
Puzzle within a... Hey, Mr. Wright! That must mean the area around the keyhole is...
Exactly. The pieces of the key and the space around the keyhole is the real keyhole. Alright. Turnabout puzzle! It turned out the key to solving this puzzle was in the key itself. The broken segments to the key seem to fit inside the space surrounding the keyhole. Solve the final piece of the puzzle to continue on. Hell fucking yeah, that's sick. That's fucking sick. Okay, so obviously this starts this way because it can't go any other way. So that initially tells us everything we need to know about that. That has to sit here. Like this, but that can't sit there like that, and that can't sit there like that. So what if instead, hang on, what about this sitting here, this sitting here, and this sitting here? There we go.
I await your verdict.
Boosh!
Puzzle solved. Take that!
Aw, that'd be nice. Correct. The key fits perfectly into the hole. Once it's broken into smaller pieces, of course. As the massive door opens, you can feel the presence of another puzzle. Aw, that's a really cute picture of them, by the way.
Whoa!
Whoa! That was awesome, Nick! Who'd have thought the key would have such a completely different form?
Now that's what I call thinking outside the box, Mr. Wright.
Now we'll be able to continue through the ruins, and it's all thanks to you, Mr. Wright. I don't really feel like I did that much, though. You have my thanks as well, Mr. Wright. Such a unique skill as yours is no small feat, I assure you. With our combined efforts, I am confident that we can get to the bottom of the mysteries clouding Labyrinthia. Absolutely, Professor. You know, it's been a good while since we were able to last team up. Indeed. Unfortunately, I've been a little less animate than usual of late. But hey, it all worked out in the end, and it's all thanks to the Professor's golden arm. Yeah, but still, the only reason we ever got his arm back was because that pawnbroker returned it. He did get lucky there for sure. Did you say my arm was returned by a pawnbroker, Mr. Wright? If I may ask, what is the particular story behind that? Don't worry about it, Professor. It's probably best if we just keep moving on.
Yes! Good idea, Mr. Wright. Let's go, Professor.
Alright then. What do we got here? Ooh. What? There's fire in those statues! It would appear we've stumbled upon yet another very elaborate mechanism here. Hey, Luke, Isabella, check this out! Those plants are glowing! Maya, that's actually luminous moss! Even though the moss looks like it's glowing in the dark, it's actually reflecting the light from its surroundings. Its unique cells are responsible for the mysterious green color. So, it's actually reflecting light. I must say, that was an incredibly detailed explanation, Luke.
Of course! I am the Professor's apprentice after all, and learning about horticulture is very useful.
Luke, check this out. If you poke the moss, it totally makes your fingers glow. I say we try a little experiment. Stay still, I'm going to put a whole bunch of moss all over you. That way, you'll be as bright as the Professor.
No, that's not funny! Please cut that down, that clump of moss, Why did you put it in my mouth? I was aiming for your nose. And you moved.
Looks like the tension level just took a big drop, huh? I think it is about time we saw some more smiling faces, wouldn't you agree, Mr. Wright? Yeah, definitely. Having the whole gang together again is reason enough to smile, alright. Mr. Wright, let's give them some space and explore on ahead ourselves for the time being. Aww. I do like how Maya has this sort of big sister energy. It's similar to how she is with Pearl, but not quite, because like Pearl, she's is like definitely related family, but here it's slightly sillier. It's like sort of big sister / aunt energy to it, which is very fun. Professor, it looks like there are some letters on the stones, some sort of, Professor, it looks like there are letters of some sort etched onto this stone statue. Slate, even. This would appear to be some kind of ancient script. Huh, no shame we can't read it, huh? Mr. Wright, surely you remember my occupation, do you not? Yeah, but you said you're an archaeologist, right? Wait, you can actually read this then? I cannot say for certain, but I will do my best to see what I can decode. Give me one moment. Alright. So the Professor is an archaeologist trying to uncover the secrets of magic. Sounds like something out of a book or a movie. Hey Nick! What are you and the Professor doing over there? We found some ancient writing on this stone slate. The Professor is attempting to decipher it right now, so keep your voice down. Oh, that's so cool! It's a really sciencey geeky kind of way. Hey, where are Speller and Luke? Oh, them? They're over by the water trying to wash all the moss off Luke.
Don't get me in it! Don't get me in! At least do it by my arm, not my hand! I'm not Achilles!
It's just being dunked. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say you must have had something to do with that, Maya. My apologies for the wait. I managed to decipher the script. Wow, amazing, Professor! So? Oh, don't keep us waiting. What's it say? Is it a clue about witches and magic? Or maybe it's Bezella's secret evil plans for taking over Labyrinthia? I'm afraid not, Miss Frey. This slate appears to be a warning. A warning, Professor? Yes, allow me to read it aloud. Heed these words, those who enter through these gates of destruction.
Wait, Professor, how come you can't read normal English, but you can read ancient scripture?
I'm an archaeologist after all, Luke. Do not proceed any further, or you will soon find yourself haunted with memories most terrifying. When this gate is opened and the dreaded sound heard once more throughout, the calamity shall befall us once again. The inner sanctum has been locked with the 3 seals. The first is the seal of Leviathan. Second is the seal of despair. The third is the seal of sages. Leave these seals in peace or face the dire consequences. Heed this warning well. Calamity? Haunted with memories most terrifying. Do you think it means Bezella? If we continue on to the beginning, will we end up finding the real Bezella? Going strictly by what we've read so far, I would say that is the most likely scenario. But Bezella is the one responsible for the appearance of witches and all other misfortunes we've seen so far. Yet what's written on this slate seems to say the opposite. It's almost like Bezella was actually sealed away. And long ago, someone must have been able to break that seal and release her. That would explain why Bezella is on the loose again. Well, what is Bezella at this point? It sounds like a title more than anything. Like Great Witch, but then there's Great Witch Bezella. Guys, what should we do? I say we go on. Hey, and now we get Layton's theme after Felix's feat was shortly before. Espella? Didn't we all agree that we would seek out the truth no matter what? If that's the case, then we cannot just turn back now. Right you are, Espella. We cannot abandon our duty and turn back. Although the road ahead may be fraught with danger, it is unlikely that we will have another opportunity like this to find out the truth. Yeah, we only have until the start of the parade. This doesn't give us much time. We have to find some decisive clues here. Like finding out who released Bezella from her prison. Alright then, it's settled. Come on guys, let's saddle up. Too right, let's get going. First is the seal of Leviathan. I believe it may be referring to this very river. Perhaps we can find a clue somewhere nearby. Yes. Alright. Water shoots out of there. Kind of like a river of souls. Spooky. It's coming out like a cave pretty fast. Almost like it's coming out of a pipe somewhere. Wrong step into the rushing stream. I wonder where you'd end up. Water sources like this were often the cradle of ancient civilizations. That they were. But that's not the point I had to click. I had to click over here, apparently. Hey, there's something under the water. It looks like a stone path. You're right, Maya, but it doesn't look safe to cross with the current. You don't think we could somehow raise those platforms up and use them to get across, do you? Well done, my boy. It would seem we have discovered another puzzle. I believe these seals mentioned in the texts are actually puzzles. Professor, would it be alright if I gave this puzzle a try?
No need to worry, Espella. The professor will get us across in no time.
But I want to do my part and help out too. Please let me help out. I must repay your kindness! Yelled in all caps. Espella. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to shout just now. No need to apologize. You've made your feelings quite clear, Espella, and for that you have my thanks. Now then, we shall leave this puzzle to you. I know you will be successful. Okay, thank you so much. I won't let you down, Professor. Alright. Ooh. Right. Seal of Leviathan, puzzle number 59, which means I've missed one already. There are 3 large platforms leading across the river. Each platform is being weighed down by a large piece of stone. Moving a stone block on the platform will add additional weight and cause it to lower. Likewise, removing a stone block will cause the platform to rise. Use all of the stone blocks to lower or raise the platform so that they are at an even height. Okay, right then. Well, what weight? Does it affect them all? No. Okay, interesting. Well, let me go ahead and take them all off and see what height they're at. Because that just means that we can do that. And that. Okay. Like. Okay. Then one there. That's too low on you. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. See, because I would have said that the easiest way to do it would be like that, and then like that, and like that, but that doesn't get us there at all. Yeah. See, that gets us with 2, but then the third one's up too high. So let's restart. And start over from the beginning. That one goes all the way there. Do I have to get them all down to the bottom? I don't know. But, like, even if I do, that's as low as that one can get. What's the lowest this one can get? Tell you what I should do. I will memo restart each and every one of them. How low can this go? Alright, that's the absolute lowest this can go, is here. With all of them. Okay, you, and you. Memo. So yeah, you can see each one has a different height that they all end up. Alright. See, that gets us 3. Oh! I think I did it! Is that it? That's even, right? That's even! That's gotta be even. They're all even, aren't they? Restart. Yes. Okay. Take you off. What was it? It was 2 there and 3 there, I think? No, it was that. No, it wasn't that. How did I do that? It was you... No. How did I do that? How did I do that before? It's you there, you there. It's not you there. Damn it. I had something just now. How did I do that? And then you need to go further. Wait, does that? No, it doesn't affect that. Okay. Damn it. Okay. There we go.
Oh, how exciting.
There we go. Just a little trial and error. Oh my god, that was the most condescending sounding. I'm so glad I was able to help. Like, you couldn't have made that sound any more energetic? No. Now it's 1 seal, now the real challenge begins. Unsurprisingly, yeah, it does work the way I thought it did.
Amazing, Espella! You raised the platforms!
I really did it, didn't I? That was quite remarkable, Espella. Extremely well done.
I knew you could do it, Espella.
The civilization that once existed here must have been quite advanced, considering the mechanisms used on these platforms. I cannot help but wonder what became of them. I bet there'll be a clue in there somewhere up ahead, Professor. Maybe, but I want to head backwards first. Because I think I missed a puzzle in that room. Ooh. A pit. So this must be the Seal of Despair. A great big pit, huh? Yeah, that makes sense. You know, it's probably best we don't look down the bottomless pit. Not unless you want a one-way trip into darkness. As I thought, this too is a puzzle.
Leave it to me, Professor!
This bad boy is all mine. Well, now it seems you've both gained some of Expeller's spirit. In that case, how about you both tackle this puzzle together? I'm sure you two will solve it marvelously.
All right.
Just leave it to us. Oh, we get to do puzzle to puzzle to puzzle. That's quite fun. Okay. What are we looking at here? Puzzle number 60, the Seal of Despair. There is a bridge across the crevice. Unfortunately, the pathway is cut off halfway through. It looks like pulling a set of levers can rotate segments of the bridges. Rotate the segments to align a pathway and find a way across. Okay. So we have... Okay. So you don't have any to the top, but you always go... You don't have any to the top. Do you have any to the bottom? No, so you have to go to the middle or the top. Since we can't go to the middle or the top, it has to go to the middle. And it has to be one of those. And then this is probably like that. And then this is probably... Okay. So the bottom to the mid... top to the middle it is. And then that one goes there like that. That was easier than the last one. Because you just recognize, pick one of them and pick which one, which... section it can't go top, middle, or bottom, and then that knocks out a little bit to go. Oh, bloody hell.
We did it!
Hooray! You did it! Let's press on. Yeah, just spin them around a bunch.
We did it! We fixed the bridge! Now we can go on to the last seal!
Okay, time to focus. Just keep staring straight ahead, and whatever you do, don't look down, Nick. The one who's afraid of heights. Remember when you fell off that bridge that was burning, and you fell and you plummeted and you almost died? Don't look down, Nick, and don't think of that. Just make sure you don't go jumping around on that thing. I don't think my heart could take it.
But Mr. Wright, it's really nice and sturdy, look!
Cut that out, Luke! Seriously, you're gonna give me a heart attack! They're so full of energy, aren't they, Professor? That they are, Isabella. Keeping our spirits up will bode well for our investigation. Come, the last seal is just up ahead. Right.
This is the final one, right?
Indeed, the gates of destruction will open once the Seal of Sages is broken. It seems our turn has come, Mr. Wright. Huh? Oh, yeah, I've been really looking forward to this, Professor. That heart didn't exactly scream, I can't wait to do a puzzle, Nick. Yeah, it didn't, but, you know.
Would you hush up?
Hey, take a look at those two square recesses in that pedestal. It looks like they're there for some sort of purpose. I wonder what it could be. This is a puzzle that cannot be solved by one person alone. I believe we must combine our strength if we are to have any hope of opening that door. How fitting that the final seal should present us with such a formidable challenge. Mr. Wright, I have no doubt that together we can solve this puzzle. Shall we begin? I'm ready when you are, Professor. The Professor is a puzzle-solving expert. I just hope I don't slip up too much. Come now, Mr. Wright. You still haven't learned not to mutter under your breath? Okay. What are we doing here, then? Puzzle number 61. Seal of Sages for 60 picarats. There are 4 stone slabs and a pedestal with 2 recesses. Each stone slab has a different symbol. Place a slab in each recess and touch check to make a seal on the door light up. Each slab will reflect a different symbol on the wall. Find the correct combination of slabs that will correctly light up the seal. Okay. Oh.
Interesting. Match the snake-like images to those on the wall. Touch the stone plates and slide them and move them around. Okay. This is the edge of the thing. That'll do. Right. So, we want a snake at the top that has 3 bands and a snake at the bottom that has 1. That is this one here. And then going left to right, we want a snake that has 2 bands and on the right, a snake that has 4. So that is this and this. Looking this way. Let's check that. And I think I just solved it immediately. No, I didn't. Okay, well, let me swap those 2 around then. Check that. What? Hang on, what? Hang on. Check that. Oh, you can't check more than 1 at a time. Wait, did I pick up the wrong... I picked up the wrong one. I picked up the... How did I pick up the wrong one? What? Hang on. 4 and 1. Yeah, 4 and 1. 4 and 1. 2 and 4, right? Okay, let's just see what that does. Okay, they both overlap. That doesn't work. Okay. So... 2 and 3. That should work, should it not? Was that not what I did the first time? Did I pick up one of the wrong... I picked up one of the wrong things, didn't I?
Okay, let's give it a shot.
Hey.
No objections.
Hey. Very nice. Finally opened it. Yeah.
Oh! Did you hear that just now? The door is opening! Woo! Way to go! I knew you guys could do it!
Phew. Glad we got past that one. I wonder what's on the other side of this door. Indeed, it certainly is intriguing, Mr. Wright. We do not know what magic or what might await us on the other side of that door.
It's alright. I'm not scared. We've come so far and we must continue. We must find out what's behind all of this. Let's do it. Let's move forward together.
Okay.
But what about the extra puzzles I'm missing?
Ooh, this is a nice chamber. This room. It looks like a shrine of some sort.
It certainly is very beautiful. That light is almost unearthly. It seems quite unfitting that this place should be associated with destruction, doesn't it? It's not like the rest of the ruins at all. It's actually really well preserved.
I wonder if someone else came here before us.
Come on, guys. I think we can relax a bit.
Especially after that puzzle that almost made Nick pass out. You know, I honestly thought Bozello would come charging at us the second we opened the door and turn us all into frogs.
Maya, you're starting to give me the creeps.
So it, looks like Bozello's a no-show, huh? I suggest we scour the room for any potential clues. Alright, first of all, I'm going to move back real quick, because I want to see, were there puzzles here? There's a hidden puzzle there. Thank you very much. I am working out where first of all, any hidden coins are. There's one. Is it just going to be all 3 of these, or no? Well, there's... Nope, not there. Anything? There's 2. Look at the helmets and things. It looks Viking. Like, the helmets look Viking-y, and everything. And then I guess it would make sense that the Phoenix could decipher that. Puzzle. There's the puzzle. Alright.
Professor, look! There's a hidden puzzle here!
Quite an ancient one at that, my boy. I do wonder what sort of puzzle this could be. Most fascinating.
I'll solve it straight away, Professor!
Alright, let's have a look and see what we've got here. What the fuck? Okay. Monster Dash. An enormous monster is after Luke. Touch the bomb icon on the touchscreen to drop a bomb in the monster's path and hinder its progress. Find the path that will drop all of the Alright. Find a path that will drop all of the bombs. Okay. Keep in mind you cannot retread the same path twice. Okay, well this is graph theory. So, the important thing about all graph theory is that I will show you on this because the big one doesn't matter. Right. Memo. What's important here? We have 3. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mark off some of these bits. Notice how I'm going to basically, all of these circle points, we're going to call vertices, and all of the lines we'll call edges on things. So we've got a point there, point there, point there, point there, point there, point there, point there. Now, what is important about these? Count the number of edges that go to a vertice. This has 3. This has 4. Oh, sorry, I should probably do it up there. This has 2. This has 4. This has 3. This has 1, 2, 3, 4. This has 4. And this has 4. Now, what is most important about all of these, along with this, is that when you think about it, about each of the pathways, you can go into an area at 1. You can go out of an area. That's 2. Now, what's important about all of that is that it means that we know some important pieces of information about these. So, essentially, we know that we want to go into a 3 and then out of a 3 and never go back to it. That's all you really need to know there for a lot of this. If you have a pathway that has only a pair of odd-numbered vertices, then it's what's called semi-Eulerian. You can start at the one of the odd ones. You can trace every single edge. I think I'm saying it's the right way around it. Maybe it's flip the names that are given these two, and you can go back another way. So, for example, if we take where's one of the odd ones? You have 3 and you have 3. If we just gave this a pathway that took you there, I mean, there's only 3s, but whatever. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't make a whole lot of difference, but yeah. So the pathway we want to go is this. It's fairly simple to do. It's not particularly difficult to trace out either. You just, like, you know for a fact that you have to go into a 3 and out of it and then leave. But you couldn't trace this whole path unless you added at least 1 more. If you start on this 3, you'd have to add at least 1 pathway between here and here to be able to traverse the whole thing. But that's fine. So what we'll do is we go here, 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 here. And you survived. Good job, Luke.
This is my answer.
Very well done. Ba-da-da-da-dang.
Professor, I did it!
The beginning is the most important part of these types of puzzles. Start off strong and you'll have nothing left to fear. Exactly. Which is fine. As long as it's saying, I think for this one, it's you can only visit each vertex once, not each edge, which is pretty good. So move-wise, we've got back there, 3-0. No hidden puzzle. No hidden puzzle there. There's got to be a hidden puzzle in here, right? No, but there are hint coins that I haven't found. So excuse me while I go find 3 hint coins. These are sconces. Right? At least one of them had to. At least one of them had to. I was going to be kind of concerned if none of them did. Alright. There. There's another one. Remember that the kids marked their territories with these coins, so they somehow have been here. Which is crazy to think about. That's all of you. Move on up and out of there. We all the way back here, and we're looking for 3 hint coins before we do anything else. Right there. I like how they didn't have the other 2 rooms as well. They're just like, you know, we'll just do 3 puzzles back to back to back. Okay. And then the 3rd one will be... where? Oh, did I see that? No. That's where it wants us to look, I'm pretty sure. But I don't want to look where it wants us to look. I want to look where the hint coin is. Where's that hint coin then? Somewhere around here there's going to be a hint coin. Right, I have definitely... Move there. Move there. Real quick, just check. Yeah, definitely still missing one. So, it's on the pillar.
How did I miss that?
I don't know how I missed that. Anyway, let's go. What do you got here? What's up with this pedestal? It looks a bit strange. It looks like something is missing, but it would appear something quite large once stood here, perhaps an object of worship. Something large?
Oh, look up there, above the shrine.
What's that? It looks like there are marks all over the wall. Whatever it was that was on this pedestal must have been even larger than I originally thought. It seems whatever it was has been taken away for some reason. I wonder why. The inscription on this stone plaque could perhaps offer us a clue, although I'm afraid the words in this inscription are somewhat ancient. So, you can't read what it says? It would be quite a different story if I were able to take this relic back to London for analysis. As it stands now, however, I may only be able to decipher a portion of it.
Really, Professor? Well, what does it say?
It seems as if the previous inhabitants of these ruins were responsible for this inscription, while the inscription itself would appear to provide yet another mystery to be solved. Allow me to read it aloud.
Professor, you never really did learn any language outside of ancient inscriptions, did you?
The former inhabitants of these ruins created a bell out of pure silver as a tribute to the gods they worshipped here. So they made a giant silver bell? That's actually pretty impressive. Wait, didn't Kira have like a tiny silver bell? Didn't she? However, when the bell was rung, it did not summon a god, but instead an evil demon. This evil demon brought upon this world a great catastrophe, causing considerable damage to the land. Did you say a great catastrophe? What could have happened? Those that survived the incident dubbed it the Bell of Ruin and sealed it within this very room. They then fled in fear of the curse placed upon this land by the demon. The inscription contains one final warning. To those who have gained entry into this sanctum, heed our words. You must not ring the Bell of Ruin. That is as much as I can gather. I believe the object that was removed from this shrine was the very Bell of Ruin mentioned in the inscription.
Professor, could this have anything to do with Bizella?
I cannot say for sure, Luke. After all, demons and witches are two very different concepts. However, perhaps there is a chance that the two are connected in origin, though through the legend. You learned about the Bell of Ruin. Interesting. Origin, Professor? Think back to what was written. What followed the great catastrophe? Oh, you must mean the curse placed upon this land part, right? I imagine that when the bell was rung, it must have summoned something. What sort of curse could that have been? And what about this great catastrophe brought upon by the demon? Wait, could it be the legendary fire? The fire that destroyed the entire town? Remember. Spella, what's wrong? No, nothing's wrong. Are you sure? You don't have to put on a brave face for us. Just tell us if you're not feeling good, alright? Yes, of course. But this still has me wondering, what exactly was the catastrophe that happened so long ago?
I can only think of one thing in Labyrinthia that could be called a catastrophe. The legendary fire. Of course. Both the Bell of Ruin and the Legend of Bezella must be... Isabella, are you absolutely sure you're feeling okay? Your face has gone really pale.
The legendary fire.
Do you remember now, Isabella?
Interesting.
Who are you?
Someone who wants you to remember.
Allow me to remind you of who and what you truly are.
Okay.
And what you did so many years ago.
So your implication is that you are Bezella?
What I did.
You made the fire? You are Bezella? Well, we got more of this. As a child? Yeah. So what, is this like a fugue state then? She's... What the fuck?
Isabella, are you alright?
Nope.
No, I am. That's right. I am Bezella. The Great Witch Bezella.
Oh shit. Well, her eyes have gone red. That's not good. Uh-oh. Okay. And now my countenance is here. The final chapters of the story shall be written.
And so it has begun.
Yes, there it is. That wonderful deep voice. And so it has begun. I love that voice. I wish we heard it more often, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. So what do we have here then? Oh. Why do we have something about Belduke then? We have the ruin, but what the hell's going on here? Underground mural. The mural hidden under the Great Archives and the remains lying below the forest are from the same period. They both bequeath a record of a great calamity. I feel someone's will leading us inexorably towards the records under the forest and beneath the library. Bell Tower and Alchemist. Seeing the appearance of the bell tower as some kind of sign, Belduke set out to reveal this town's mysteries along with the truth behind the witches. Surely clues to these mysteries lie here. The bell tower appeared in a fiery blaze, but no one has ever heard its bell. Bell of Ruin. It would appear the previous inhabitants of the region built these underground chambers to seal up the Bell of Ruin. They also left an inscription to warn others before leaving the area. The Bell of Ruin, which should have been sealed within the ruins, was missing. Where could it have been taken? And who could have taken it, and where?
It was like Isabella wasn't herself anymore.
Yeah.
Almost as if she was possessed.
No, don't say that around this place.
I'm the Great Witch Bezella, over and over and over again. She took off running when we tried to calm her down.
Okay.
We tried going after her, but she lost us. We searched everywhere for her.
How did you lose her? This whole area was like a straight line for the most of it, out of the ruins. The only place you could have lost her is when you leave the mansion. Did she really gain that much on you?
There was no sign of her, no matter where we looked. We thought she might have returned to town. And if she did, the knights would be sure to catch her and drag her back to that terrifying courtroom. Needless to say, we went back to town straight away to search for her. And then, without warning, Labyrinthia was hit by a heavy rainstorm.
Okay.
There was an ominous silence over the entire town square. The only thing I could hear was the rain. We didn't know it at the time, but that rain, it was a sign.
Really, Luke? It was a sign?
Terrible things that were to come.
Don't tell me that's the whole chapter. No way, that's the whole chapter. Every chapter before this has been like 3.5 hours. This one is like 1 hour and 15. And had like 4 puzzles.
And we missed more chalices. Yeah, I know I missed more chalices, okay? I didn't talk to Rouge one time. I'm sad. Then we'll save. And we'll save it over you. Ding, 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 ding. Hell yeah. We did get a lot of picarats there, though. No, 290 is not bad. What the fuck? I thought this was gonna take a lot longer than it was. Uh-oh. Okay. Chapter 7, The Story's End. I was told there were like 9 chapters, and I said today, like, oh, this is gonna be a fairly long game, but no, apparently not. Okay.
Where's Isabella? Where could she be?
There's no sign of her at all.
I am checking the barrel!
I've a feeling we're the only ones around.
What about the story? What is the story?
Professor, look at this!
Uh-oh. What's been written here?
Look! It's a new story!
Yeah, well, we knew a new story was going to happen because it was...
That means that the parade has already taken place.
Yep.
Anyway, let's read it!
Okay, I thought you had read it, Luke, or earlier. Okay. Yes, go ahead and read it aloud, Luke.
The final story. At the appointed place of ending, as twilight fades into darkness, the weaver of the story will meet the Great Witch for the first and final time. The concluding scene will glow in the flames of great magic as the storyteller of the story is silenced forever. This evening, at the final witch trial, the legendary Great Witch will be consumed by her own flames. The town, finally freed from the shackles of the story and witchcraft, will bathe in the morning light of the new dawning day. The new town will be aglow with freedom from the past and fresh hope for the future. The fuck does any of that mean?
Does this mean what I think it means?
No way. That can't be! Is this what that Great Witch went?
Whatever the case, let's find Isabella before panic spreads throughout the town. We should probably split up. If only we had some leads. The appointed place of ending. Perhaps this is referring to the town square at which the parade always ends. While the teller of the story can mean none other than Isabella's own father. As for being silenced forever, that is almost certainly an indication that he will lose his life. In that case, Professor, the chances of Isabella being at the town square are pretty high, right? Indeed, Mr. Wright. Let's head to the square and find her there. Okay. But first, I want to leave here, actually, before we do that, if I can. Because I want to go and find other things.
Oh, it looks like everyone in the town is here.
It would appear that they all wish to see the final story with their own eyes.
Professor, about this final story, why would the Great Witch Bezella show up tonight of all nights?
I have been wondering the same thing. She has never once shown herself before now. Perhaps the power of the story is such that even the actions of the Great Witch are subject to its control.
And one more thing. Why in the world would the storyteller write his own death into the story?
Indeed, there appear to be quite a few mysteries contained within this final story, although I suggest we don't dwell on them for the time being.
I agree. First things first, let's find Isabella.
No.
I can't move you, bastards.
You better hide now, because you know you can't win. I can too, and I won't hide. You'll be crispy bacon in no time. Just accept it. Well, I'm not. You'll see. I will become a knight, and if I say I'll protect you, I will. Come on, how's a little chicken like you supposed to protect me from Brizella? Just watch me.
I wish I hadn't talked to them, I'll be completely honest there. Oh no, it's Tugget.
But the parade was only different this time. Because of the toddler was nowhere to be seen, and because of the bottom looked so agitated, and not only that, they said this is going to be the last story. What's become of us when we go out?
Yeah. Well, how are we ever going to find a speller with all these people about?
Ah! Look over there! It's the storyteller!
You're clipping through yourself, which is a bit sad.
And now, the time is upon us. The time of release from the curses of witchcraft and the story. The legendary Bezella will appear before us, and the story of the longest night will begin.
Yeah.
Prepare yourselves for the dramatic climax.
Alright. Maybe we only have one.
But that means we'll lose our storyteller.
Okay. Good job trying to not sound like Maya.
But why will he be sacrificed?
Okay, I don't, was that, oh, what was her name? First case, the English turnabout. What was her name? I don't remember her name, the cook.
There is no reason for sorrow. My stories are no more than a peek at the caprice and irony of unfolding fate.
A peek at the caprice of irony and unfolding fate is a hell of a
We
line.
are all being carried along on the vast and irresistible sea of chance.
So that means that your stories are absolutely doing nothing and you're manipulating something in some way then. That's what you're arguing
I
here.
am no more than one person in the sea of people who are here tonight. No more and no less.
I do like that voice. Nice and deeper.
Oh, storyteller!
Storyteller! Don't stop writing our story!
Is that fucking Barnum? It's fucking Barnum. Oh, it's great. This isn't good. It's getting dark already. Remember what that story said? At the appointed place of ending as twilight fades into darkness. And we still haven't found a speller yet.
Hey! Look at that!
Huh?
Someone's at the top of the tower!
What? At the top of the tower? Also, there's a bell right up there. Look, Nick! Someone's definitely up there! She's got Eve with her as well.
Look, everyone! The great witch Bezella has finally appeared. The time has arrived. This story will come to an end.
That must be her! Can it really be?
The great witch Bezella!
Yep. Patty. Your horse as well?
Here and now, my life will surely come to an end. The great witch Bezella will be apprehended, and true peace will come to this town.
Okay. Grandworm, huh? Okay. That's a big fire. Okay, that's pretty nuts. Okay. Yep. Big ball of fire. It's the dragon again. Oh, fuck. Well, I mean, you know when people say they're gonna go out in a blaze of glory? Oh, good, the horses are bolted as well. Yep. Everyone's going. And you're not. Fucking hell. Why would you put so many people around you and do that?
No, Luke.
Oh. Yeah.
Mr. Wright, there, follow me.
Okay. Bunch of knights, and it is Isabella who's up there. Right.
Isabella.
Okay. And Eve was up there as well, because that's fun.
So you were the great witch Bezella after all.
Oh, God.
A
How many
truly
voices?
terrifying witch who would even attack her own father.
An interesting voice. It's at somewhere up here. Yes.
Get up and stand before us, great witch Bezella.
Okay. Espella?
It can't be. Espella. There's no way!
Espella, are you alright? Espella!
Are you okay, Espella?
She seems to be wide awake, but she's not responding.
I don't get it. What happened here?
Oh, Neva's here. Hey, it's Eve.
Eve, were you with Espella the whole time? Can you tell me what happened here? She won't say a thing. What did she say, Luke?
Nothing. She didn't tell me a thing.
Will you people keep your distance? I can't have you getting close to the Great Witch Bezella. Until the commencement of the final trial, this girl is to be handed over to the Knights of the Inquisition.
And you aren't? You're just a vigilante.
Take her away. Sir!
Hey! Don't you dare lay a finger on her!
Surely you must have seen her just now. Tell me, did she or did she not just summon a great big fire dragon?
But you still can't say for sure that Espella is a witch.
That's right. Someone might have knocked her out and brought her here against her will.
That's ridiculous. We vigilantes were the first ones at this tower. And when we arrived, this girl was the only person present. And any one of us would swear that on their honor as knights.
You're not knights, you're vigilantes, so fuck off. Things are not always as they appear, as they might appear. You have yet to investigate the scene of the incident, have you not?
There's no need. It's obvious beyond a shadow of a doubt what has transpired here. Oi, get a move on. Take that girl away before she regains consciousness.
But, sir, there seems to be some kind of commotion downstairs.
What?
You take your hands off that young girl. I'm family.
Hey, you, cease.
You lot just keep your grubby meat hooks off my little Espella.
Boss. Why, Phoenix.
Who let this woman up here? Remove her immediately! Sir! Don't you lay a hand on me!
Take that!
What the... What's that white powder?
That's my very finest white flour. Be thankful for that, you whippersnapper.
Why, you impudent bread-brain breaker!
Go ahead and draw that sword at your own risk, sonny. I'll show you a thing or two. The rolling pin is mightier than the sword.
Don't you have anything better to do than intimidate defenseless women, you dog in a tin can?
What is this with you people?
I understand how you two feel, but may I ask you both to please calm down a little.
Professor?
We are the only ones who can discover the truth and save Espella.
The Professor's right. We have to keep a cool head and plan our next move carefully. I know, Phoenix. And to think, the Phoenix I once knew could barely even plan his next loaf of bread.
If you'll excuse us, we must be on our way.
Huh? Now why couldn't you just leave peacefully in the first place?
Espella, I still believe in you, my dear girl.
Take the girl away. That means now.
I'm afraid, sir, that won't exactly be completely possible at the present time, sir.
What now?
A moment ago, that new recruit got carried away and locked the entrance. Currently, no one is able to leave the tower, sir.
What did you say? That idiot of a recruit did what? We've been ordered to take this girl to the interrogation room as soon as possible. The trial of the Great Witch is tonight. The appropriate arrangements are already underway in the square. We don't have time for this.
Sorry, sir. I'll go and hang the new recruit up by his heels.
We're leaving now, and that's that. Bring that witch here to me.
Looks like they took Espella away with them.
That made my blood boil, having to just stand there and watch her get dragged away like that.
We must bide our time, Luke. Don't worry, the time for action will come. Although at present, this place is still in complete turmoil.
Look there! All the vigilantes and knights are running all over the place.
An oversized rust bucket said the trial will be held tonight, didn't he? Indeed, that would seem to be the case, according to the storyteller's story, at least. Honestly, though, who knows what will happen this time? Oh? Oh! The Great Witch Bezella. The Great Witch Bezella used a spell to call forth a fire dragon, which then took the storyteller's life. Could it be that Isabella really is the Great Witch Bezella? Everyone in the square witnessed Isabella summon the fire dragon, but we will not be so easily convinced of her guilt. That's a very fun thing that's not happened before, I don't think. I simply cannot comprehend it. Storyteller, can this really be a suitable ending to the story you have written? As a father, how can you possibly subject your own daughter to a fate such as this? Inquisitor Barnum, we have the Great Witch in custody. You took your time, did you not? How long is it now since the incident? Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. It took longer than expected on account of those incompetent vigilantes. They only just handed her over to us. Your excuses do not interest me. You do realize that according to the story, the trial of the Great Witch must convene this evening, do you not? Yes, sir. Arrangements for the setting up of the special outdoor court have commenced. I wanted to gain as much information as possible before the proceedings begin. There is little time left, so get going. Yes, sir. You heard the Inquisitor. Witch, get moving! Stop! Do not treat the accused like that. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir, but, sir, this girl's accused of... I know very well what she is accused of, but for the time being, that is precisely what she is. Accused, not guilty. Hey! Barnum's actually taken to being a normal person. Watch him immediately get thrown out from this. It's like, you can't be a good cop. There's no such thing as a good knight. All knights are bastards. Because there is no such thing as a good knight. There cannot be. For any that are good, get removed, and any that want to be good but are silent are complicit in the actions of the bad, therefore making them bad. This girl is not a witch until she has been pronounced guilty. Treat her with respect. That is an order. Yes, sir. Spella Cantabella. I would like to hear the truth from you. Are you really the Great Witch Bezella? I'm... Go and prepare for questioning. I shall be along shortly. That won't be necessary. Oh? Inquisitor Darklaw? What did you just say? I said that will not be necessary. You see, this evening, you will not be the one standing in court. What is the meaning of this? Then who? Who will stand in court? For the trial of the Great Witch Bezella, surely it is only fitting that the High Inquisitor herself prosecute. You're not saying that... I am saying that I will be filling the role of Inquisitor in tonight's trial. Is that understood, Barnum? High Inquisitor, just what are you planning? I'm not sure I quite follow. What are you implying? I followed after you, and my pursuit led me to a mysterious forest. Upon doing so, I witnessed a most unusual scene. Several mysterious robed figures surrounding a character whom they referred to as the Great Witch. The Great Witch hiding behind that masked exterior was none other than you, High Inquisitor Darklaw. My, Inquisitor. How very interesting. And where, may I ask, is your proof of this? Proof? Well, Did you not even remove the mask to confirm the identity of that person? You said you never said there was a mask, therefore you cannot claim that to be, you had information that we didn't have. Well, I was unable to confirm anything. Thanks to her use of witchcraft, I was robbed of consciousness. Is that so? In that case, Barnum, I'm afraid I will have to treat what you have just said as treason. And treason against the High Inquisitor means treason against the storyteller. You there! Yes, milady. Escort Zacharias Barnum to the dungeon for his crime of treason. Yes, milady? On second thought, he may prove a handful for the likes of you men alone. I shall come along and assist your escort. Now, ready the horses? Yes, sir. I mean, milady. Wait right there, Barnum. Catching up with the stream, but the instant I read Silver Bell brought ruin, all I thought was, if silver is so harmful, I think Labyrinthia needs werewolf trials rather than witch trials. Maybe Lycan, may very well be, but at this point, I'm just surprised that that means that there is no silver. Like, I don't know. Like, no other silver bells. It's just this one silver bell. I don't know. No one thought to check at the top. I guess no one saw the silver bell. Like, I don't know, man. Like, something, I guess, like, the argument would be that, you know, oh, it showed up at witchcraft, they wouldn't let anyone near it. I don't know. I do not believe it. I will not believe it. I cannot believe that Ispella Cantabella is the great witch Bezella. Past of all times. Inquisitor Barnum, please know that it pains me to restrain the great defender of Labyrinthia. There is no need to apologize. I'm aware that you are only doing your duty. But sir... Constantine. Ah, little baby.
Constantine, what are you doing here, boy?
Aww.
My faithful companion, Constantine.
Why is he wearing a knight's helmet?
I'm sorry to say, it appears that your master has reached the end of his career.
Aww. Tiny dog. That's a great dog.
A great task has befallen me.
But
now I shall be
maybe a poodle? I don't know. Like, looking at that tail, that looks like, is that Sheba? Does that be Sheba hair? The face is not Sheba in the slightest, and pure white leads me to think like poodle. But it's too small for that as well. Aww.
This is pitiful.
Yeah.
The once great Inquisitor Barnum, conveying words of remorse to his faithful dog. And what, may I ask, was this great task of which you spoke?
The task of trying to uncover.
To find the truth.
The truth.
The truth?
Until I met Sir Blue Knight and Sir Dark Hat, the question hadn't occurred to me.
What question is that?
Is Cantabella really the great witch Bezella? Why would the storyteller write a story in which his own daughter is executed?
That is the question, isn't it?
I, Zacharias Barnum, as a defender of this town, must know the truth behind this.
I'll tell you one thing, Inquisitor Barnum. I'll tell you why you were unable to find the truth.
What is the reason?
There is one thing which, despite your great ability, you lack.
What is that exactly?
Something I lack.
Conviction?
What you lack is resolve.
Yeah, close enough.
What do you mean?
In order to find out the truth, you went to great lengths in following me to the woods.
Yeah, but...
I don't reproach you for that. You felt it was your duty as a knight. But that's also the problem, Inquisitor. Why could you not go to such lengths when it came to doubting the storyteller himself?
Ah, because that's
crazy.
Well, there's the problem.
It's not right for a knight to question the integrity of his lord and master.
Well, there's the problem, isn't it?
And so you failed. Your knightly pride was your critical flaw.
Critical flaw?
Yes. You made the assumption that the storyteller was right in this for some reason.
That tower, the one in which the storyteller lives.
Yeah?
Perhaps the truth you were seeking could have been found in the small room at the very top of that tower.
What are you saying?
Aha. Aw, Constantine, go relay this message to everyone else who is important.
At this stage of the game, it's too late to do anything.
See, that's fun because the game, it can be a fourth wall break, but it also works just in context for the game, for the story as well.
To assign your unfinished task to that faithful dog of yours.
Huh?
Very well then, Zacharias Barnum. It's time to go. From this evening, you'll be spending your time in a damned dark place, deep underground. It might be a good opportunity for you to cool that hot head of yours.
Interesting. Ruff, 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 ruff. Good dog. Go, dog. Go do things.
Phew, we finally made it out of that tower. I second that feeling. For a moment there, I wondered if we'd make it out safely. There's probably not much time until Aspella's trial begins. I say we look around for clues, so we at least have something to go on.
Indeed, that sounds like a wise suggestion. However, if it's all right with you, I'd like to take charge of this particular investigation, Mr. Wright.
Sure, no problem, but what about you, Professor?
I'd like you to take charge of this particular investigation. Me? Why, there is a place of particular interest that I would like to investigate.
A place you want to go? Well, where's that, Professor?
Oh, the dog! Oh, Constantine!
Whoa, where the heck did he come from?
Oh, good dog. Constantine looks rather worked up. Could something be the matter with him?
I don't know. I'll ask him and see.
Ah, good idea, Luke.
Woof, woof.
Eh? No, surely not.
What is it, my boy? You look like you've just seen a ghost.
What did the little guy say? He said his master, Inquisitor Barnum, has been relieved of his duties.
You mean Inquisitor Barnum is no longer Inquisitor Barnum? But why?
Apparently he's been branded a traitor for treason against the storyteller.
Barnum? A traitor? How very peculiar. This has all happened rather too hastily for my liking.
If that's true, then just who's going to take his place as prosecutor in the trial this evening?
Well, according to Constantine, that would be High Inquisitor Darklaw herself.
High Inquisitor Darklaw?
It would appear this incident has taken a further turn for the dramatic. We would be wise to attend to our respective investigations without further delay.
Just a moment, Professor. It seems Constantine wants to tell us something else.
I'd be very interested to hear anything you wish to add, Constantine.
Wuff, 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 wuff.
It appears he'd like to show us the way.
Show us the way? Show us the way to where?
He's, wants to show us the way to the Storyteller's Tower.
The Storyteller's Tower? Why there?
According to Constantine, there should be a vital clue up there.
A vital clue?
Oh, this is most fortuitous.
Huh? Professor?
It just so happens that when I said there was a place I wished to investigate, that tower was precisely where I meant.
Oh, no kidding.
For the time being, everyone's attention is focused on the town square. So perhaps it might just be possible to enter that tower while it's not being quite so heavily guarded. At least, I presume that may be the case.
You may have just found a chink in their armor, Professor. Isn't that tower where Aspella used to live when she was a kid? What kind of clue do you think could be hiding up there? Maybe the clue lies in Aspella's past.
Okay. Constantine says he knows a shortcut. He can lead us straight to the Storyteller's Tower. Follow me, Sir Top Hat, he said.
Mr. Wright, I suggest we split into 2 groups.
All right, Professor. You be careful up there.
Don't worry. I shall be sure to return, armed with that vital clue.
We'll be waiting for you. In the meantime, we'll make sure we're armed and ready for the trial.
Mr. Wright, within the final story was written the following. The town, finally freed from the shackles of the story and witchcraft, will bathe in the morning light of the new dawning day. The new town will be aglow with freedom from the past and fresh hope for the future. If this story is to have the finale that has been promised, Espella 2 will bathe in the morning light of that new dawning day.
I'm with you on that, Professor. Let's work together to make it happen.
Farewell for now, Mr. Wright. Come on, Luke.
Right you are, Professor. Come on, Constantine, show us a way. Aw, what a good dog. Okay. And we're going to be going with Luke, we're not going with Layton in that. Alright, well, let's start by investigating the scene of the crime. We've only got a few hours until the trial starts, so it doesn't give us much time. Let's go, Maya. Right. I'm sure the professor will bring us back something we can work with. Let's be sure to hold up our end of the bargain. You got it, Nick. What is it, Maya? It's Espella. Her eyes are all funny again, like last time. Like last time? Yeah, like they were back in London. I mean, it's like she's completely spaced out again. Now that you mention it, it was almost like she was being controlled by some kind of drug or magic back then. Nuh-uh! No way! This is just downright disgusting! We can't let them get away with this! Yeah, we're definitely on the same page there, Maya. Come on, let's get started. You said it! I'm as serious as a heart attack, Nick! Okay. Onward we go. There is no way that is the final fucking chapter. Oh, that is a chapter. I was gonna say. Alright, move. Where can I move? I can only move forward. No hint coins, no nothing. But that's fine. Figures there's still a ton of people around. Well, considering what happened, I guess it's only natural. There seem to be fewer knights, though. Nick, look out! Make way, make way! Ah! Move! Ouch! You whip! How can you be sent flying by a little pup like that? Oh, excuse me. So he knocks me over and I get yelled at? Yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna say, Nick, I think you just set a new record for the most super dramatic fall ever. Oh, come on, Maya. What do you expect when someone in a metal suit bumps into someone in a cloth suit? What are you two doing here, anyway? This area is supposed to be off limits to the likes of you. Well, you see, we're the ones defending Espella Cantabella. Oh, then you must be the Sir Blue Knight that all the town is talking about. He sure is. Bluest knight in all the land. That's right. I'm the Blue Knight. You look a little green for a knight, if you ask me. Thanks. Well, feel free to investigate the area. Over in the square, they're setting up the special outside court to be used in the upcoming trial. Wait, hang on, but if they're using an outside court that was going to be set up, were they actually going to burn someone to death because they weren't going to use the special pit? What the fuck? It's kind of dark. We vigilantes are spread thin guarding here, so do your best to keep out of our way. Well, there he goes. You know, Nick, you're becoming quite the celebrity around here. I'm not sure celebrity is quite the right word. Huh? What's that, Nick? It looks like the vigilante that ran into me just dropped something. What is that?
Looks like some kind of patrol record for the guards? Patrol record? Judging by what's written here, it looks like they've been taking turns guarding this bell tower 24/7. You mean they've been guarding it around the clock? Why would they do that? It beats me. But the important thing here is the fact that they're under close guard at the time the incident took place. The fact is, it was under close guard at the time the incident took place. Alright, so I guess it would have been impossible to just stroll in through the front door, huh? Exactly. Anyway, it might be a good idea to hold on to this for now. So, anyway, where were we? Alright, off to the crime scene. And have a look before another dork in a tin can shows up. Hey, that's my line! Yeah, well, I'm borrowing it. Stealing it, more like. Ooh. Looks like they've left the crime scene completely untouched. Yeah, even that flower the boss threw at them is still all over the place. True. I still can't believe she took on a bunch of fully armed vigilantes. With only a bag of flour and a rolling pin, too. Just goes to show how much Patty cares for a speller. Huh? Of course she does. After all, a speller's like family. That's another reason we have to rescue a speller, Nick. That's right. Okay, let's see what we can do. Then what are we waiting for? Let's bust out that magnifying glass and get this search on the road. Okay, well, first things first is the obvious shiny thing. This is our first actual investigation as well. Look at this. It's a pendant. The leather strap seems to have broken. Wait, I know this! It's a speller's pendant! I knew I'd seen it somewhere before. Anyway, we should pick it up before one of those dorks sees it. Come on, Nick. Quickly, just pop it in your pocket. Okay. I'm on it already. Pendant added to the items. Right. What else have we got? Here's the bag of flour Mrs. Eclair used to hit those knights. Looks like it's still all over the place. Boy, the boss sure is something, huh, Nick? Now that's the power of love. Bag of flour was brought here after the parade, so it won't really be of any use as evidence, though. Hey, this looks like a floor plan of the tower. Hey, you're right! But I don't remember seeing it here before. Guess the vigilantes must have been using it for their investigation and left it behind when they hurried off. Okay. According to this floor plan, there's a bell on the floor above this one. Well, it is a bell tower. It'd be kind of strange if there was no bell. Yeah, but there's no sign of any ladder leading up to the next level. Or even a step ladder. Hey! Does that mean the bell can't be rung? Yeah, anyway, Nick, this floor plan could be useful. Hurry up and stash it in your pocket. Maya, I hate to think what you have stashed away in that spirit medium's outfit. It's called being decisive, Nick. Come on, we're doing this for a speller, remember? And besides, you should never ask a question you don't want the answers to. Oh, yeah, I hadn't exactly forgotten. Alright, onward we go. We've got this thing, which wasn't here before. I wonder what this is. Looks like a robe to me. A robe? Say, this reminds me of the robes those weirdos in the Eldritch Woods were wearing. Come on, Nick! Try it on! Try it on! You've got to be kidding me. That thing's drenched from all the rain. And besides, it's covered in that flour Patty threw all over the place. Yeah, I guess you're right. Does look pretty beat up, huh? And that flour's not coming off easily. It's all stuck to the wet robe. You know, I can't put my finger on it, but there's something weird about this robe. Weird? Remember when we first arrived up here? I could swear there was nothing like this lying around, was there? I'm not really sure.
but I sure don't recall seeing it. This robe's pretty big. Looks like it would fit someone my size. Guess that means it can't be a Spella's since she's small and aerodynamically built, like yours truly. Anyway, that may prove a useful clue. We'll make a record of it for now, though. Hey, get that soggy thing away from me! Oh boy. Right. What else is there up here? I mean, there's this, but what is this? What's this? A control panel? Wonder what it's for. If it's a control panel, shouldn't there be a lever or a button or something? Wait a sec. What's that? That's the pendant. Also, that's machinely precise made. Like, look at the gearing on everything. The degrees, the angles, everything. I've not seen anything like that in this town before. What the hell? Where did this come from? There looks to be some kind of recess here. It looks like something fits inside. Hey, nice catch, Maya. A recess. I've seen something shaped like that before. Ah, that shape. It's a Spella's pendant. You're right. It is a Spella's pendant. I knew I'd seen that shape before. But why? Why would a pendant fit inside this recess? Don't ask me. Spirit channeling, supernatural possession, those are my thing. Those are things I know, Nick. Well, seeing as we don't know, there's only one way to find out. Let's slot it in there and see what happens. Alright, calm down. Guess there's no harm in trying.
Hold it!
Hold it right there, Sir Suspicious Blue Knight. Who, me? Yes, you! What exactly are you up to? We're just, you know, carrying out our own investigation. Ah, you can't fool me. That thing you just picked up. That thing, even as we speak, you are attempting to... The thing that, even as we speak, you are attempting to conceal inside your pocket. What is it? Oh, you mean this little thing? It's, well, I guess you'd call it a pendant, but... It's, absolutely nothing to do with the whole crazy incident just now. I swear Nick's attorney's badge on it. Enough! I saw it, all of it, every single move, from beginning to end, including just now. That right there is one piece of evidence I was looking forward to coming back and picking up myself. I saw it too. Me 3. Me 4. Now then, hand over that important piece of evidence, now. Shoot. No, this fella's pendant. Snatched away from us just like that. I must report this to the High Inquisitor immediately. Me 2. I'll accompany you, Chief. Me 3. Me 4. Okay. There they go with the Spella's pendant. And I was totally planning on giving it back to her the next time I saw her. More than that, I so wanted to try fitting that pendant into the recess in the panel. What now? No way is that panel just there for decoration. I better add it to my items for future reference. Alright, contraption added. Attention, everyone! The preparations for this evening's special outdoor comp room have now been completed. Summon the High Inquisitor! It is time we prepared for the trial. Each and every citizen shall no doubt wish to bear witness to this Each and every citizen shall no doubt wish to bear witness to this evening's trial. Overcrowding is to be anticipated. All officers to their stations. Let's help this final court session find a proud place within Labyrinthia's history. Nick! Looks like we're out of time, Maya. I guess that's the end of this investigation. You think we'll be alright? We don't really have time to finish. We did what we could in the time we had, so let's go. I have a feeling Ispella's going to be moved to the defendant's waiting room soon. You know, Nick. Huh? What? I've been thinking. It's It's no accident that you and I found ourselves in Labyrinthia. Maya? The reason we're here is for the very trial tonight. I know what you mean. I think so too. And I'm sure Professor Layton and Luke feel the same way. I just know they'll bring back a clue or two to save Espella. Yeah, you're right. That means we've got to give this trial everything we've got, Maya. All right, Nick, let's do this thing. You bet. We'll do what we do best. We'll fight to the very end for Espella. Hell yeah. Please don't drop back and forth. Let us just go for the courtroom. Oh, I think we're going not to the courtroom, which is a shame. I would love to go to the courtroom right now. I think that would be the best for it. Like, go to the courtroom, and then you can jump back further and do more with Layton and Luke. Or maybe we do! I don't know! Fucking hell, we've done chapter 6. Done with chapter 6 already. Bloody hell. Alright, well, done with chapter 6. Chapter 5 complete. Now chapter fucking 6 is complete. Now we're on to chapter fucking 7. Oh, we are.
Professor!
What is it, my boy?
What do you think about what happened tonight?
On the surface, it certainly did appear that the storyteller's assailant could be none other than Espella.
But surely not!
However, even if it did seem that way, that does not necessarily make it the truth. And if it transpires that Espella is in fact innocent, then there must be some form of contradiction or proof to support as much.
Yeah, you're right. I'll bet Mr. Wright won't miss even the slightest shred of evidence.
Mr. Wright and Maya are investigating the scene of the crime as we speak. We, meanwhile, must search for something to prove Espella's innocence. In doing so, the truth should become evident as a matter of course.
I see! In the time that I've spent with Espella, I've never once doubted her character. There's just no way she could do anything as terrible as what happened in that square. I believe in her, Professor.
I know you do, Luke. We are Espella's friends, and as such, we must believe in her.
Too right.
First, let's make our way through the gate.
Oh, the door's still locked. And there are no knights here to open it.
Constantine!
What's the matter, Constantine?
What's up?
Well, that's great. Thanks. He says there's another way in, which only the knights know about.
That's a relief. Could you show us the way, Constantine?
Woof, 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 woof.
Okay. Riddle! Oh, I'm so glad I get to see you.
Good evening, Mr. Layton. It's been a while since we last met.
Yes, indeed, Miss Mystere. But I must say I'm surprised to be meeting you at a place like this.
After seeing the Storyteller's Parade earlier, I've been unable to simply sit in the library. But at the same time, wandering around aimlessly doesn't solve anything either. Then again, meeting you like this, Professor, has given some meaning to my wandering. If you'd like to try your hand at any unsolved puzzle or puzzles that you didn't manage to encounter, I will happily show them now.
Yes, please.
How about trying a puzzle or two? Solving puzzles can help relieve stress, especially in difficult times such as these.
Oh, bloody hell, how many have I got to do? What, there's 6? Only... Alright, not as many as I thought. Pretty posy. Let's go. Alright. Puzzle number 24. Pretty posy. Alright, what are we doing here? A flower with very unique petals sits in a garden. However, it seems as if the petals are not correctly arranged. The flower pixie thinks they should be arranged so that each petal is next to a petal of either the same color or same shape. Touch a petal once to pluck it and again to place it. Move the petals so that they are arranged per the pixie's instructions. Okay. Right. Alright. So... here's the important thing. This can only go in one of 2 places. This has to sit where it is right now, essentially. This has to exist like this. We know that that works like this. And the reason we know that this works like this is because this, and this must sandwich this because there are no 2 colors that match it.
This, however, must be sandwiched between two of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take... and then we'd have to have something that would go there. So I think we've got what this should be. It should be this goes here. This will go there for a moment. Then we will take this, pop that there, pop this here, pop this here, and pop this here. And that works, because then everything's done, right? Yes, look at that. Perfect.
See what you think of this.
Very nice. When you recognize the parts that need to be sandwiched between two things, you're completely fine. 3,000 exactly! Beautiful! What a lovely arrangement of petals. The pixie seems very pleased. Indeed. That was splendid. Indeed. Puppy Postal Patrol. Let's go. And then we get more chalices. A nice break of 7 puzzles will be good for us, I think. Constantine! My little boy! There we are. Red and blue letters are scattered all over town, ready to be collected. Constantine's route stipulates that he turns left or right after certain letters, but he seems to have forgotten the route. Help Constantine remember his route around town so that he collects every single letter. Rearrange the order of letters in the list to alter the route. Okay. So where is Constantine starting in this? This is what matters. Okay. So, the first thing he does... Like, let me just see what happens if I click begin. Oh! Interesting. Stop. Okay, I thought it would have to be that you have to pick it up from the first letter. Okay. So let's see... if there is some route that we can take that takes us everywhere. This is going to be... we're more going to look on the memo. And what we're mainly looking at here is we're actually just looking to try and find a route that crosses over everything. Which... if I start here, go up, go along, go down, go along... this is the problem one, because I need to get to there at the end, which this way, I die here. Okay, so, that, or I run out of moves here. So we've got to be able to go to, we've got to probably be able to go to this, I think. So that's probably one of the last things to happen. But how do you get to that point? Go up. Along, down. Yeah, because I can go like that and do that, but I missed 2 letters then, don't I? Unless we go up here, over here, and then down here. And then, yeah, we get this situation again. Alright, let's also look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 moves are made. That much we know. Okay, 3 of them are on reds, and they're always the same way. That's what we know. So, knowing that, is there some way we can use that to our advantage, perhaps? Like, what if... yeah. Right. I'm thinking like maybe we can go like down here. Yeah. I think I got it. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Shit, we have to go back on ourselves. I think this start part is good though. 1, 2. Okay. That's a tricky one to do, and the reason I say that is because it uses 2 of our 3. And we need the last one to be there to do that. Right? Hang on. So... Constantine always turns right when on a blue, so we know that for things. So, let's look at the memo. He'll always turn right when on a blue, so I can't even do that because he's not facing the right way. That's an impossible move for us. Since that's the case, always turns to the right. Yeah, always turns to the right. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rights. 5 right, 3 left. Memo. Alright. 5 R 3 L. That much I know. I wish as well I could see what the route was that he was going to take from this. I mean, if he takes this route, right now all he'll do is he'll run off into a thing. So, memo. We know that doesn't work. Finding a route that hits everything is a nightmare. Because, like, I'm looking at, like, here, 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 here. Oh! Okay. Here is part of the trick for this. You want to make 2 squares. Okay? This is a square right here. And this is a square right here. Both of these squares are fully covered by everything. We just need to find a point at which they can intersect, and we can use everything from them. So we go up here, here, here. But then I can't go... I collect that letter first, so that's a pain in the arse. Because I was hoping that we could do something like this and maybe cross into it, but I can't do that without hitting this. That was... Never mind. I thought that was a... I thought I just solved it there for a second, because I'm, like... Unless we do, like, this as a square. But then... You get 1, 2, 3, 4, and you miss one. So you have to hit mostly with squares, I think. So I think this is probably a good idea. Okay. The next question becomes, how do we hit both? Wait a minute. Is this graph theory? Hang on a sec. Is this graph theory? Let me just put let's just connect everything together real quick. Everything together real quick and see if this is graph theory. Because if it is graph theory, that makes my life a lot easier. Okay. Right. And we know that we are definitely starting... What? Okay. Let me also as well just put in this. Is this graph theory? This looks to me like graph theory, I will not lie. The nice thing is, this is Oilerian, but we're not trying to do every one of those paths. But, there must be some important point here that matters. Start and end. We know we are definitely starting here. We start here, and we don't, we only want to go once through it. Right? Let me go ahead and color those in blue just in case it helps. Helps me see something. Think. I can move on only 3 of these points, which means majority of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5 of these are going to be picked up without doing anything else. Which would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, for example. Which means it'd be there, like, it'd be there. Alright. And then 3 of these are going to be picked up without 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let me just look back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 of these are not going to be picked up with anything, and 3 of these are going to be picked up. So if we assume that well, see, here's the thing. If we can't say that the first thing he does has to be a if we say it's blue, the first thing he does, then it would be... Okay, let's try and be careful with this. You'd go there, 3, 4. That would mean that every single... you'd go there. Yeah, okay. There's something important that I'm trying to think about. I'm trying to work on the basis of... Because we've got 5 letters that are important for red, we can't just, you know, waste them. But let me try here. Then try here. And then I will just mark these as collected normally. We then go here. No, because that turns him facing the wrong way. No, that can't work. That can't work. Because I was thinking that what we do is we come down this way, over here, up, over, along, and that way, but that's... Wait, that might work. Does that work? No, I don't think that does, because if you go this way, you turn right immediately, then you turn... Yeah, you'd immediately turn at the next... Oh, yeah, because you turn at the next red, don't you? Yeah, you don't turn until I... Yeah. Okay. Slightly more... Yeah, it's not... Okay, I made... Oh, that's as far back as I can go. You're a dick. It's fine. Yeah, it's... He always turns at the next thing he sees. I had somewhat forgotten that. Blue U. Okay. Why is this one giving me so much trouble to think? I mean... Okay. I don't think it's turning at the first blue. But if it's turning at the first red... Let me just... Then it'd have to be turn at this. Let me just... Oh! Oh, shit! Oh, I'm so stupid! Oh, I'm so fucking stupid! It's not... Oh, for some reason I was there thinking that these matter. No. Okay. So you're making a right, a left, a right, a right. Okay. That's the order. I thought we could change the order. Sorry. So, we know we're going right, left, right... sorry. Right, left, right. Okay. Now it's just a case of tracing the thing. Start over from the beginning. Okay. Memo. Okay. It's right. So, yeah. Okay. I made this far more complicated than I need to here. Alright. So, we go right... right, left, right. No. Okay, so it can't go in that order. So it's the first 8 letters that we come across, we will be moving through. Unless I change the colors on them. Oh, this is a nasty one. Right, let's say it's the first red. Right. It'd have to be the blue here. Right. Left. And it'd have to be here. Left. Right. Okay. Okay, well, if we know that that's the last one... Wait. Because it's 3 rights in a row. That can't be. Unless it... Yeah. Okay. I think I'm getting somewhere on this. Let me just think. Right. Left. Right. What does that tell me? Does it tell me anything? Kind of. Sort of. My brain is starting to make sense of this. Okay. Right. Left. Put you into a situation that doesn't work. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let me think. Okay, right, left, have to be right there, right. Hang on. I got it written down here. Right there. Now he's facing down, so he'll go left there. Go left there. That's 3 left, so that's right. Am I missing something here? We know it's definitely this at the start, probably. And we know the last thing we want to do is that. So it's basically where this goes. I think it's got to be there. Right? Blue, red. Let me just write that down. Blue, red. Blue, red, blue. Let me just see if that works on a thing. Memo. Right. First one is a blue, you go right. Then you're looking for a red, and you go right. Then you're looking at red, and you go left. Then you're looking at a red, and you go left. Yeah. Then you go... Oh, we skipped that. We go blue. We go left there. Grab that. Then we go red right, blue left. And that's the final one. There we go. I knew that bastard was annoying, but I was trying to end on it, which doesn't make sense because I was cutting off this pathway here. Yeah, okay. That looks like that works. I think that works. Maybe. Turn. Yeah, I was trying to do a short route, wasn't I? Yeah. Cut through there. Up you go. I also completely forgot about the whole, hey, we've got 2 letters in red don't need to be picked up, and 5 letters in blue do need to be picked up without doing anything. Yeah, it was silly on me. Biddly diddly ding.
If I do say so myself.
Oh, wrong screen. Apologies on that. I was there looking at me damn thing. Wonderful. All the letters have been collected and accounted for. Constantine looks quite pleased with himself. I should fucking hope so. Splendid. That was a good puzzle. Wagon Dragon. Okay, let's have a look at the Wagon Dragon. Oh no. Right. Maya and Luke are each in charge of delivering the cargo inside a set of carts, with the help of their furry friends, of course. Move the carts through the town to the opposite sides of town. Each character icon can slide moving around. Okay. Okay, it's a weird sliding snake puzzle. Okay. So, can I do like... I can do like that. Okay. That's kind of fun. Okay. So I need to get all of this out. So I can't just be like, hey, look at that. And they're out. Because then it covers too much. So what I have to do is something like this. And look at that. That just kind of works. And that kind of works. Okay, that's a very fun puzzle, but very easy. And I'm okay with that. Aww. That's great.
Just what I'd expect from the professor's apprentice.
Not bad.
That was splendid.
Of course it was. I'm doing it. Animal pens up next. Let's go. Okay. What are we looking at here? Here is a popular children's puzzle that utilizes animal toys. See if you can solve it. There are 7 animal blocks, each of them varied in shape and size. Also, each piece can be rotated in any 90 degrees. The goal is to get all of the animals' blocks put away into the room without having any overlap. While it seems simple, it can be quite difficult. Okay. I mean, considering that there are 7... Okay, right. Okay, you're a nicely awkward shaped thing that could sit perfectly there. Which means you probably don't sit there, but, you know. The pig. I like the idea of the pig just going there. You are a nasty son of a bitch shape, but you can sit there, which is good. You are not too shabby a shape. You're a full fucking triangle. There's the kicker. There's the fucking kicker. But could I maybe arrange multiple animals in? You son of a bitch. Right. Well, the cow can only go in there. That much we know. Let me just fix you. The mice. Mice have quite a nice little room to themselves. Yeah, it's the goat and... I mean, the mice can fit fully in there. It's this part here with these ones that are a pain. Because, looking at the size and the shapes of them, the goat can't go there. The pig can go in there. Oh, that's the... I think that's the trick to this puzzle, is you have to... Bollocks, no, that doesn't fit there. Well, the cow can you fit in there? You can probably fit in there. Okay, you fit in there. Get out of the way for a second. Get out of the way for... Wait a minute, you can go in there. Weird peacock. You can also go in there, and that's the trick to this puzzle, is you have one spare. Everyone looks at this and goes, oh, you gotta put them all in their own individual rooms. No. That is not the case. By trying to put them all into individual puzzles, you screw yourself over. That's the trick to this puzzle. Is even though you got 7 and 7, you don't use all 7. The trick was not using all of the rooms will be used. Some rooms also require 2 animals. Even the simplest of challenge compose a big puzzles compose a big challenge. Yes, they can, but not to me, because I was smart. There we go. Hey, there's Stomp on it! The first one of those. We hadn't had that one yet. Okay. Right, it's you. Stomp on it. The house's floorboards are all in complete disarray, much to the displeasure of the owner. He has decided to stomp out the problem himself. Literally. Each time he stomps on a tile, the stomp will flip it over. Okay. Yep, we know that. So it's there. It's definitely there. Oh, this is very easy. What the fuck? This was easier!
Your Honor, there is a clear contradiction.
Oh, that one was so fucking easy. What the fuck?
Just thinking outside the box.
Actually, I wasn't. I was just looking at very simple pattern order. That second one was way worse. It was splendid. That one was terrible. Right, train trouble. Let's have a look and see what we can do with train trouble, shall we? How many picker rats was Stomp on it worth, by the way? Ooh, okay. Alright, the little girl's favourite block trains set ended up crashing and breaking apart into pieces. Luckily, the pieces for each individual carriage managed to stay separate. Carefully examine the pieces on the upper screen and choose the correctly assembled carriages through letters A through E. Okay, so A is 2 small wheels and 2 triangles. Okay, well, it's one of the 2 small wheel ones. We know that. However, there's only one small triangle one, which is this one. So that is A right there. And you can see that via memo-wise. You can see 2 small wheels there. Erase everything. 2 triangles there, which you can see there. A thin long block and a regular block. Long block, thin long block. Okay. Right then. We need 2 big wheels is the next easiest to find, which would be there. Like so. Now we also have the other 2 small wheels with only 1 block that goes there and there. So now we just need 2 triangles for C, which is this one here, like so. I believe that is correct.
Leave it to your friendly neighborhood spirit medium.
Gotcha.
All in a day's work for Maya Fey, Ace Assistant.
Very good. Now the little girl can dry her tears and get back to playing. Very good. Very splendid. And lastly, more chalices. The one puzzle I wanted to do but couldn't because talking of rouges you have to do immediately. Stupid poo. Right then. What the butts? A little bit more. Yep. Okay. Right. Well. You can only go there and you can only go there. So that absolutely has to happen to start with. That has to happen. Can it work like that, maybe? Maybe. Dink, diddly dink. Dink, dink. Okay. So you'd have to go there, which would be you there. Oh, this is going to be a fun one. Right, you go there. Dink, dink, ding, dink. Dink, 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 dink. So, this is going to use every fucking one of them, and this is going to be great. Sorry, right. Memo. Let's start off with the order. Dink, dink, go green. Which goes dink, 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 dink. Back to red. Which now goes dink, dink. Which now goes green. Which goes... let me just do that real quick. I think we might be using both sides of some of these. It's gonna, that's a fucking cool idea, I will admit that. Wait. Dink, 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 dink. Dink, dink, dink. No. Let's see where that goes. Does that not just create a loop? Did I just create a loop? No, it fucks up down the bottom there. I was gonna say, you can't create a loop in this, it doesn't work. There's no way to create a loop. That's good. Right. This doesn't work. And I can tell this doesn't work fairly easily because it falls off the floor on it. So... memo. Yeah. Okay, that slides there. Because I need to get back to the... Yeah. Okay, that can't work that way. It has to work this way. But then that runs into the same problem, doesn't it? Yeah, it just runs into the same problem. So... I did that? That? Yeah, but then how am I getting back? I'm getting too far away from everything right now. Ding-ding-ding-ding, ding-ding-ding-ding. Alright, let's just follow that pathway for a sec. Dink, dink, still green, it's still green, it's still green, it's red. Down, over this way, and gone. No. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at the ones at the edge, that, and that's the kind of ones that I want to, doing that would have to involve doing that, so I'm never going down on that. Hang on. Let's just, memo. Let me just go back there a sec. Right. Memo, green. So the green is going this way, up here. It goes dink, 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 dink. It goes to you. It goes dink, 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 dink. Ah, so that's got to change. That way. Ding, dink. Like that. Like so. Did-a-dink, did-a-dink. Is that using everything? I think that's using everything. That might work. I'm looking at that and that looks like that works. So now you go there. You go dink dink. The green comes around. Diddy dink dink. Like so. Back up to you. Like there. And then you go dink 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 dink. And that looks like that works. Dink dink dink. Hey, that works! Right? Oh, I missed this puzzle. This was fun. Bink, 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 bink. Hey, perfectly launched to, very nice.
I await
that was fun.
Just thinking outside the box.
Okay, very good. That was quite the tricky puzzle. The professor would most certainly be proud.
That I am, Mr. Wright. I would have been had you solved it, but you didn't, so I'm not.
60 out of 60. Okay. Anytime you try to handle a puzzle. But the thing is, I know there's more than that, so... Because the puzzle index goes beyond 60. Yeah, 61. What puzzle am I missing? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, 56 I am missing. Interesting. It's not a hidden puzzle? I'm very confused. Oh, that's awkward. I'm also very sad that, where was it? You! I need to solve that again. I need to solve that again. I have to solve this one again real quick. Yep, I just have to solve that again real quick for the parts of the moon. Have to solve this one perfectly this time. Okay. It's that fucking part with the moon. There we go. Solved perfectly with no problems. Yep. Also, there's one thing I noticed is that one of the, yeah, that part there, if you look on the big bottom, boink, pay attention here. Pay attention right here. Boink, boink, boink. Someone didn't align this properly. That's kind of funny.
This is my answer.
Yep. Get it fucking gold this time. Fuck you.
Oh, let me do the next one too.
There you are. I better get that. There we go. Without a single hint and without getting it wrong. Better be a gold hat now. Ah, it's never going to be a gold hat. No. That was a silver hat. What was that, silver hat? Oh, but yeah, because I did take a single hint on that one. Well, that's fine. But anyway, we'll come back and do those later at some point with stuff if we need to, but we don't right now, so that's fine. We close that. Alright, and we can move on.
Thankfully, the helpful dog showed us another way.
Alright, we just walk in apparently. Sweet. Works for me.
Who'd have thought the storyteller would come to such an end? I'm still finding it hard to believe even now. I mean, what's to become of us? Wish I knew. But I'm more worried about Inquisitor Barnum. He's been held on suspicion of treason. This whole thing is just one big headache. No matter what, the future ain't looking too bright.
Enough of your pathetic whining. You call yourselves knights? Oh, Captain! The storyteller's gone! High Inquisitor Barnum's gone! And who do you think is suffering the most because of it? The townsfolk, that's who! It's now that they need us more than most. We must be there for them, to offer our support. Yeah, that's always one of those things as well, where people can have delayed responses to grief, because their initial thought is just, I need to help everyone else. I need to go make sure they're alright. I need to go make sure they're alright. You know, if, for example, if, a parental family and things, you know, we'll do nuclear family because it makes life fucking easier and things. Let's say that, a family loses their father or their mother, for example, the other parent now has to go, I have to keep the kids. They have to grieve. The kids will fucking grieve immediately. They've just lost their parent. The other parent doesn't get the chance to grieve in that moment, or at least not to the same extent, and will have to just keep pushing forward to make things okay for the kids. And you can end up in a situation where you'll get that grief response later. You can get it later. It's why what Rouge said to Phoenix is so important. It's just that you need to fucking grieve now, so that, you know, you need to grieve now so that you can, you know, keep everyone going like you're saying you do. Because right now you're using that grief and you're wallowing your grief into the duty that you think you have, and you can't do that. You need to grieve. You need to grieve then and there. So that's what is important to be highlighted here on some of this. It's an unfortunate thing that happens. Yes, that's certainly true, but with the things the way they are, what can we possibly do? Pitiful. Over there, isn't that? It would appear even the knights are unsettled, my boy. What's going to become of Labyrinthia now? Well, according to the final story, once all this is sorted out, there will be fresh hope for the future. So it's a little early to be losing heart just yet. I hope you're right, Professor. Let's do our best to make it so, Professor. What's that? Someone's coming this way. Isn't that... And what are you two doing here? We're heading for the Storyteller's Tower. There may be something left to uncover, so we're going there to find out. Did you say Storyteller's Tower? Uh-oh. I hope this doesn't mean we're about to be surrounded by knights pointing swords at us again. Oh, well, if it isn't little Constantine. Oh, I see. This must mean you're working on behalf of Inquisitor Barnum. Well, in that case, the tower is up ahead. You may proceed. In fact, I insist that you proceed. I have a feeling there's some unfinished business that only you can take care of. For all our sakes, go there and fulfill your quest. And in doing so, show us all that there is still hope for the future of Labyrinthia. Captain? Very well. We shan't let you down. Let's go, Luke. The Storyteller's Tower stands right ahead of us. Right you are, Professor! And... oh, the music's gonna stay! Wonderful. Look! I can see the tower right over there! But there's no bridge or anything to get there! But how do we get into it? I believe this may be where our little friend comes in handy, wouldn't you say, Luke? Right, of course! We'll throw the dog at it! I see. You're saying there's a path. He says there's a path leading from behind the audience room, right over to the Storyteller's Tower. One could hardly ask for a better guide. Yay. Oh, really? He just said, you have nothing to worry about while I'm here. And then he added, you might want to worry about that Sir Blue Knight, though. I hope Mr. Wright and Maya are able to come across some clues. I don't think we need to worry too much about them. I'm sure they'll be all right. Wouldn't you agree, my boy? Well, no, that's why I just said what I said before, but I guess you've at least dispelled some doubts in my mind. While I was teaming up with Mr. Wright, one thing became clear to me. He's definitely someone that will always do his best to protect his friends. I agree, Luke. He's a fine young lawyer with a heart of gold. I'm quite confident the trial is safe in his capable hands. Me too. And then there's Maya, always strong and courageous. Not to mention full of energy. She's a bit reckless sometimes, but always with good intent. We're lucky to have them on our side. I'm really glad we met them, aren't you, Professor? Yes, Luke, I'd certainly agree with you there. Both Mr. Wright and Miss Fay are friends that can truly be relied upon.
But at the same time, High Inquisitor Darklaw will be a most formidable opponent, one unlikely to make any careless slips. Which is why we must all do our best to work together.
Including me, right?
Of course. I certainly couldn't do this without you, Luke.
Don't worry, Professor. I'll give it everything I've got.
That's the spirit, my boy.
We got 2 inspirational team-up moments. I love it.
And now we do get to continue on here.
Wow. You don't realize how tall the tower is until you see it up close like this.
It certainly looks ominous in the moonlight.
There's a vital clue waiting for us here, isn't there, Professor?
That's what I'm counting on, Luke. And it would seem that Inquisitor Barnum had the same idea.
That would explain why Constantine is helping us.
So this is the tower in which the Creator resides. The tower that none of the townsfolk, nor even the knights, dare to visit.
It's surrounded in secrecy, that's for sure. It's a bit like the Eldritch Woods.
Indeed. Those woods are certainly an enigma in themselves.
Not to mention those underground ruins. Talk about mysterious places. If the storyteller really did know everything about Labyrinthia, I'd have liked to have asked him a thing or two about them.
It's possible there may be clues related to those places, as well as a number of other matters waiting for us within the tower. In which case, there could also be any manner of traps or contrivances awaiting us as well. We shall have to be doubly careful from here on in.
Got it, Professor!
Aw, dog.
You've what? You've completed your mission? He says he's worried about his master and wants to return to him now.
We couldn't have come this far without your fine guidance, Constantine. We can take it from here.
Good dog.
Constantine says we're the ones his master chose, so he knows he can leave this quest with us in good faith.
We're honored, Constantine. Thank you for your help.
Yes, thanks a lot. Take care on your way back.
Okay, off we go.
Shunk.
Inquisitor Barnum loves this town more than anyone and has done his utmost to protect it. Let's bear that in mind too, Luke. We have a responsibility to fight to the end, for him and for everyone else in town.
I'm ready if you are, Professor.
Oh, we actually do get to do stuff. Well, first of all, we've got to check for hint coins, because also, that's a fucking gorgeous shot. And the moon should be directly overhead. Ah, pretty much. The moon has a hint coin! God damn, it's like Mario Odyssey. There's one at the moon. Look at the moon and you shall find one. No, that's Super Mario 64. I wonder why they call it always Super Mario with that stuff. Alright, there's one. Check for a hidden puzzle. Like right there. The tower was built upon this tall cliffside. I can only assume this was the storyteller's design. What? Ah, shit. Yeah, that's a fucking cliff. That's gonna erode and fall into the fucking ocean at some point. You know that, right?
Look, Professor. You can see the ocean from up here. It must be the coast of Labyrinthia.
The sea is quite tranquil here. There's not a ship or light for miles.
I mean, there's whatever that landmass is there, so I don't know if this is like pure coastline, but it looks like the bridge is the only way up. It's quite a long bridge. Alright. There's the puzzle. Let's go.
It seems the mechanisms put in place to protect the tower are still operating.
Does that mean we can't get inside?
No, I wouldn't say so. This particular mechanism is in the form of a puzzle. If we solve it, perhaps we can enter.
As long as it's not another fucking pagoda, or a towering pagoda thing, I'll be fine. Oh, it's a magic triangle! Enchanted sums, yes! Alright. Oh, and it even tells you the perimeter's got to add up to 39? No! Alright, 1 through 12, add them in. Keep in mind that these ones can't be moved. Place it so they add up to 39. Okay, well, that's very, very, very easy. In that case, then. Because we can literally work this, we can work part of this fairly quickly without any issues. So, first of all, there are a couple that we want to look at, and that's any that have already got 2 in them and figuring out the rest of them. So, make sums equal 39. 3 and on this point, 1 and 3, we've got 2 that need to be moved in for 9, 8. Oh, sorry, 3 that need to be moved in there. Oh, wait, no, it's perimeter, the whole thing. Yeah, right, never mind. We'll start inward and work outward because that helps us a little bit. So, we are looking for the magic number of 39. We have 9, 8, and 5, which comes out to a total of 22. 22 off of there comes out at 17. So we need 3 numbers together that total 17, which is 11, 2, and 4. I will put the 11 here for now, and my reason for putting the 11 here is that I feel like 2 and 4 are the worst ones that we'd want to see. So as you can see, that's 1. Now we have a 22 made again, so we need to make another 17, right? Which is there and there, which doesn't work. Does that not work? How does that not work? Hang on. Oh, right, no, it's 9, it's 11, it's 21, sorry. So I need to make, that's 21. So I would need to make, more than that. Which means that can't work. Okay. What did we learn there? These are the only numbers that work for the middle section in a 3, right? 9, 10, 9 there. That's 20, 20. Sorry, 31. Ah, okay. So maybe that's not the number we need there. Let's move the 11 out. We have instead, we have a 24, which needs 9. 24 doesn't work, so drop that down. That becomes 22, which needs that and that there. Wow. Does that not work? Why does that not work? I don't know. Memo. Yeah. Yeah, that works, and that don't. Yeah, hang on. Hang on. Yeah, that goes there. 8, 20... it's too high. It goes too high too quickly. Yeah, that goes way too high, way too quickly. What? Hang on. Right, so 17. Those are the only ones that make 17. With 9, 2, 6, and 5, that becomes 22, which, again, I need to make 17. Does that... I swear that works, though. Yeah, that does. And that goes there. Sorry, was that not working? I don't know why that wasn't working. But that's fine. That's fine. We're done. Yeah. It's kind of all about getting 22s. Yeah. So I ran out of fart there. It's a complete brain fart. I like how that was a 30 as well. A shiver runs down your spine as the door opens and an eerie silence fills the air. Just what awaits you on the other side? I don't know.
Professor, you did it!
Professor? Doesn't it seem peculiar to you, Luke? To get here, we had to make our way beyond the guard post and through the knight's garrison. That would normally be considered sufficient defense against intruders, or so one would imagine.
Yeah, I guess you're right. There were several knights around as well.
And yet, in addition, we found this contrivance in place on the door. It would suggest to me that something of great importance must be contained within.
Let's go on in and find out then, Professor.
Right you are, Luke. To be continued. Oh, that to me might be the perfect place to end it, if that's the end of the chapter. That feels like that's like chapter end, right? Do I want to save? Yeah, we might save that. Save that. If that's chapter 7 complete. That is chapter 7 complete. That is a decent-ish place to hold it. It's only 3 hours, I know, but next time might very well be the last time. Chapter 8. The final witch trial. We'll be doing that. Woo-hoo-hoo! That'll be a lot of fun. And that's all for next time, because I don't want to get into the witch trial stuff. I think that's pretty good. So a slightly shorter one today.
but still good, and hopefully what it might be is either next time is the finale, in which case then I figure some stuff out, or next time is the penultimate episode, and then we do it in 2 weeks, you know, in a week's time we get the finale on a Thursday. I don't know yet, but like we said, that is all for next time, because for now, we're going to go ahead and end things off here. This is a lot of fun. I am very engrossed in this. I have no fucking clue what the hell's going on with this stuff. But I am very interested to find out. So, we'll do that on Friday, but before then, well, we got some fun stuff, because not only on Friday do we have this for continuation, but before then, we have our next achievement grind. Yes, we're starting up another one of those. We're going to be doing it slightly differently this time with retro achievements. We wanted to look at those, and we found a decent option for it. We're going to look at the sequel. Yes, a sequel to Forbidden Memories with Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses, which will be a lot of fun for us. We're very excited to get that one underway and things. That's why we dropped Slay the Spire for this week and things. Maybe it comes back next week. I don't know. We'll figure that all out later. But either way, like we said, that's all for next time, because for now, we're going to go ahead and end off the stream. YouTube. Oh, YouTube, what would we do without you? Well, first and foremost, we've got to tell you that obviously the stream ends first on YouTube, but we've got our Twitch to go ahead and send everyone on over their way with, which if you want to come be a part of, then twitch.tv/ultrasonicblurs, where you can come on over, be a part of any of the raids and stuff that we end up doing over that way. But either way, we hope that you have a fantastic morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you may find yourself orientated within this universe, and that you take care. Here we go. Quick edit in studio. Details, public, private, done, save. Alrighty then, that's that. Next up is on the Twitch side of things. Like we said, it should all be a fun time and things for the rest of this week. Maybe we finish it when we finish the game this week. I don't know, but I'm very much looking forward to finding out on that side of things. And you can all find that stuff out as well. But if you want to know exactly what we're going to be doing when we're going to be live and all of the good stuff, well, there are some very easy ways that you can find all that stuff out. All you'll need to do is to go down below where you can find and follow us for more information about when we're going live, what we're going to be doing, and all that other good stuff. But until next time, thank you to everyone who has found, followed, and stuck around on our stream. We hope that you'll stick around for our raid. But either way, we've been Ultrasonic Blur. You nerds have been a fantastic audience, and we shall see you all next time.